And that's why I don't like being spanked.
God damn it!
Every time.
I'm gonna beat you.
Wait, what happened?
That's why Dustin likes getting spanked.
I just always like to turn on the stream with me in the middle of saying something that sounds like it's... It's just my shtick.
We have shticks?
I have
We do have
shtick.
shtick.
Dustin does.
I'm full of
Dustin
shticks.
has a shtick.
I have a bundle of shticks.
Sticks of tongues.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Hello, everybody!
Yeah. So hi, stream.
Hi,
Sup, stream?
everybody.
So,
Are we ready for a half-ass crew?
Are we ready for infighting? Fight, 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 fight.
Half-Ass Crew presents Disassemble.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
What?
I feel like I'm in too good of a mood. Like, I need
Half-ass
to
crew,
get
disassemble.
pissed off.
Alright.
Same. I haven't worked into.
I'm not in that mindset. I'm too happy right now. Too excited.
Just wait for the recap, then you might get pissed.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, I remember.
Right.
remember that nat 20 that didn't mean shit?
Okay.
Pepperidge Farm
Raid-
remembers that nat
Raid
20.
is coming.
It's coming.
Nat 20 on his sense of smell.
Oh dear God.
Yes, it's half-ass Civil War, so whose team are you on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a line out of Percy's book and be like, I'm my own team.
I have my own team.
Someone asked Percy, so whose side are you on, Grogu or Vax? And he's like, I'm on my own goddamn team.
Okay. Let's start this off, shall we?
Yeah.
Shall we?
Last month on Half-Ass Crew, what a Witcher wants, what a Witcher needs. They're on a boat. They're on a boat. They're putting gnomes into barrels on a mother-flipping boat. The Half-Ass Crew finds themselves in the middle of an ocean, and after battling an aboleth, Wayron is infected with a slimy disease. Gathering the crew, the group acts quickly and sets sail towards Lightshade with their new barrel gnome, where Sourdan's brother may be of help. Our adventurers find themselves deep in the mountain halls of Lightshade. Thordrin provides a rocking history lesson on dwarves and geology that everyone seems completely interested in. Eventually finding themselves before the Temple of Pelor. It is here that Sourdan's brother, Holy Hank, gives our waterlogged wee the healing he desperately needs. With a new city to explore and some stress to relieve, the crew heads to the nearest bar. I would. However, Thordrin stays behind to inquire about his family, who he apparently is estranged from. Thordrin's heart quickly sinks as his hope for dwarven contact is dashed, and he lacks any of his normal showmanship in his performance. As Thordrin is playing his sad, sad song that says so much, the rest of the group heads off for some shopping. Finding a store, they acquire some very nice items, surely to be helpful. Probably even that curse thing that Tuck took. As Thordrin catches up with his friends, the trip is interrupted by the strangest scene. A chest with legs brimming with gold runs past the shop windows, followed quickly by a group of dwarves. Tuck gives immediate chase that our heroes reluctantly follow in shock and surprise. As this cheetah-like chest runs off into the depths of Lightshade, our running half-asses finally track it to a cave, and within that cave, discover a young blue dragon. It appears this dragon is holding this peculiar piece of furniture hostage, forcing it to collect gold for its master. With the dragon now fully aware of our party, and that Tuck holds something that belongs to it, Thordrin uses his silver tongue to talk their way out of a fight. As the group retreats, it is Aldrich and Reed who stand their ground. Thordrin, knowing what Aldrich is about to do, reminds his friend that there are others who could get hurt. But Aldrich is not swayed and rushes into battle. Reed speaks Draconic and appears to aggravate the blue beast, and with that, the battle is on. Fighting a blue dragon ends up to being quite a shock, and as a few members take lightning to the face. Meanwhile, other members, mid-retreat, contemplate returning to the fight. Aldrich eventually gets ahead in the fight, as the giant lizard is decapitated. Thordrin instantly fires a volleys of insults at the Witcher out of anger and fear, all while Ross rage loots quietly in the corner. Cooler heads investigate the chest and find that it was indeed under the thrall of the dragon and is now free. Thordrin asks if it wants to be friends, and Chester joins the party. Safe, our heroes now return to Lightshade to report their findings and possibly head home. What will happen tonight? Will Lightshade welcome them as heroes? What repercussions await Aldrich and the rest of Hack? You know what? Wait. Seriously, guys. I've been following these lovable idiots for a while now. Were you scared last episode? I was scared. I want them to be okay. Will they be okay? I hope they hug it out. Let's find out now as Half-Ass Crew plays D&D!
Yay.
Whew.
Let's take a moment though. Hayate had a whole lot to do with us being able to track that check. Let's give credit where credit is due.
Also,
Oh yes,
I helped.
I forgot to. I
No,
forgot.
that's what I'm saying. It was.
I might have
it is
skipped through that part when I was
my
writing
buddy
it.
didn't get noticed.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh.
We're gonna have to make a Pokeball for Hayate.
I really need to start writing the recaps right after the show, because I skipped through stuff to try and remember everything.
Poor
true.
me trying to be helpful by having him not look like a wolf, and Roz just shutting that shit down. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, it's fine.
Look, she's attached. Okay.
That was a good one.
It was.
Will they be okay?
Probably not.
I hope so.
That's
Otherwise, I'm out of a job.
That was an okay answer from the wrong person.
Oh crap! I'm wearing the beard, aren't I? Shite.
Don't cross the stream.
I don't know who I am anymore. There's too many
Welcome to
voices
an active
floating in
play.
this head.
Welcome to our lives. Okay.
Alright, I'm ready.
Well, me notes. Okay.
So are we leaving this cave?
Yeah, you told me how much gold I got,
Yeah.
that we got, that I put it just directly into group inventory.
4,125 gold pieces from the
And 500 gold pieces worth of gems.
Fuck yeah.
Well, yeah.
Can't forget about those gems. Yeah, if you're heading towards the exit tuck, then I'm closing the bag of holding and I'm just walking right past everybody.
Oh, no, wait, hang on. I had the bag of holding because I was opening it out for you. No, fuck it, you have it.
What?
You have
I mean,
picked
you
up Chester and we're leaving already.
Yeah, you had picked up Chester and were walking out, and I was
Okay.
closing it up. I was gonna follow you. Not looking at anybody.
Right, let's
I was
go.
dragging it. I
So you
started
guys
dragging
are-
the head out.
Yeah, we're heading
I
out.
forgot you have the god. Okay, now I'm here. Goddamn dragon's head.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I'm in. We're good.
Now she's in the best mood.
I'm gonna take a couple of the claws and balance them on my hand and be like, "Er."
How big would a dragon claw be, though?
to Ross. I'm turning, and I can see her. We're like, hey, her.
Darling, I appreciate it, but not right now.
I put them back in my bag.
If if Aldrich looks like he needs help, I'll help him with the head. I don't know if he needs help.
With the
I don't
head.
know. I don't think it's going to be over 600 pounds.
No, yeah, I was gonna say it's not that heavy. I mean,
I'd
it
still
is,
help
but...
I'm walking out as well. I am also. Just.
I was bringing up the rear because I know I.
Oh, that's
I
right.
waited
You
a-
said the thing to the
say
dragon.
something. Yeah.
You had your badass final line.
Yeah.
I suppose we should
so-
probably tell the authorities in Lightshade about a dragon.
What if they didn't know about the dragon?
Oh, that's why he was taking the head.
That was the point.
We could just not tell anyone. They didn't know, and they don't need to know anymore because it's dead.
No, don't worry. I'm sure that Aldrich just wants to give him money for it.
I mean, I think the magic shop guy definitely knew that the stone he sold us was from this dragon. I call out from dwarfed by this head. I like to imagine I'm pushing while Aldrich's pulling.
Yeah.
You're not doing whole lot of work there.
That's fine.
You're like holding it. Like,
Yeah, I've just got my hands on it. I'm not even like pushing.
I'm helping.
Exactly.
It's a team effort.
I just think that we just leave the corpse there, and we just
I think
leave
someone might
the city.
Notice.
What are they?
Aldrich dragging the head through town.
Bag of holding?
It's not going to fit in the bag of holding.
Oh,
I don't think it'll fit in the bag of holding.
okay. Maybe we do have to tell someone then.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that either they don't know about it, but that magic guy did. And either way, that's sort of a...
Do you think I can get my money back? Because it was cursed, and that wasn't a particular selling point?
I don't know, dear.
I don't know if it's cursed.
I don't think
it's
it
not.
was cursed.
It's not cursed anymore.
I think we should...
You might as well keep it. It's the dragon that it was held to is dead, and it's still a luck stone. You might
Okay.
as well just hold on to it.
Okie dokie, I will.
Tuck,
So are
seem
you guys
very
looking-
chipper.
Back up.
We defeated a motherfucking dragon. Are you not happy? I'm a little bit happy.
Fair enough.
Conflicted, but happy.
So you guys are
Talk
walking
about
back
it later.
up. The like it was the cave, and then there was like a long hallway ramp kind of thing that you guys could come down from these like ruins in this cave where you had chased Chester into. You guys head back up there. I'm gonna change the map.
Oh, excuse
Chester
me.
is now
Sorry.
along there beside you.
That's right.
So you guys come back up through here, and I want you all to make a perception check.
Great, because that's how I'll start off my night.
By looking at shit.
I'm behind this dragon head.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
Danny, Hayate has
Oh,
advantage
shit, right.
on hearing, right? Is it
He
hearing?
does.
No.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, he has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Okay, roll for him with advantage.
Okay. Fuck.
I gotta turn my fan on. Hang on. It's hot.
God damn it.
Oh, Australia.
Oh,
No.
Australia.
Shit.
Wow, he sees all.
I was gonna say that's pretty good.
Nice.
I can see through time.
Okay. 22. For
Okay,
Hayate.
so anybody who got 15 or higher, so Tuck, Reed, and Hayate, you guys hear footsteps, like heavy footsteps, coming from the entrance of where you guys came in.
I turn around and shove this to Thor. Shove Chester to Thor.
Right,
Here.
I take him. Hello, little buddy.
And
You were not holding Chester.
I'm turning back around again.
Okay.
I'm not moving.
Somebody.
Hayate's ears prick up, and he like nudges my leg.
I just sort of set Chester down by my feet. I'm just like, stay close to me, boy.
He kind of
we have a companion. Okay.
We've had a companion.
You've had a companion.
Yeah.
I can feed my
Anyway.
bacon and take it right back. Sorry. I was out of
I
character.
just,
I'm
I
gonna
just kind
cry.
No, because it's great. Because it's like, and I'll take that.
I'm just gonna.
It was a weird. It was a weird vision in my head that broke me. Continue. We hear footsteps.
I'm going to use the message spell, and I'm just going to try and quietly alert the others.
We still
Okay.
have Pass Without a Trace on.
That lasted about an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long did the battle? Okay.
That battle did not
No.
take an hour.
No.
Do
you're
you
fine.
still look like a tiefling, Reed?
Yeah, probably yes.
Are you
Probably.
cool with that at the moment?
I suppose. I don't know if I have any spells left to fix that problem.
No, that's fine. It was more of a outside question than an in character question, so it's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with it. I don't think I've been bothering with it since it's been a very long voyage.
Yeah, fuck
That's
it.
cool.
Alright, so you hear these heavy footsteps, coming from the entrance of the cave. What are you guys doing? Just standing there?
Yep.
I'm
Well, I
going
mean,
to
I am.
move a little.
That's
I
ahead
mean,
of your
I-
shit, so I'm still pulling the damn head.
I notice Hayate rubbing me and being like, Mama, Mama.
Mama, look!
Exactly.
I'm just
So
gonna.
I'm kind of paying attention to him and all of that. I don't hear the footsteps.
Thor, what
Um,
the fuck? I'm trying to make sure that no one sees the fucking chest. Stay.
Right, sorry. I just want to know what the footsteps are.
Oh, well, alright, well, off you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, between Hayate and Reed doing message, like, you guys all now
We know.
hear these. Yeah.
We know now.
Thordrin, as you kind of
I begin to
start
stealth
moving
them.
forward,
But-
go ahead and roll stealth.
Me?
Yeah. You actually see two dwarves, kind of come running in to this tunnel.
Oi!
No.
They,
Fuck.
as you,
And I nat one on my.
That's still an 8, though. That's pretty good.
I'm really fucking badass.
as you kind of
You, like, crouch down and, like, all your knees and bones crack.
Right.
Sorry. Yep.
You see these two dwarves come running in, and they see you kind of call out, and they slow down and start. Rather than running, they kind of start walking toward you.
I sort of really subtly, under my breath, to the chest, pretend you're a fucking chest.
I sort
You
of just like
immediately-
mutter to Tuck, like, I'm gonna do something stupid. and I move forward.
Tuck does that. The chest, you see its legs kind of curl up under it.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
it's
wanted.
there.
Yep.
And you guys now, like, it looks like a chest. Like, you would not be able to tell. Like, the only reason you guys know that it's not an actual chest is because you just watched it curl up into itself.
I'm gonna take
He's gonna stand over here.
the set of traveler's clothes and throw it on it.
Okay.
And sort of kick it to the side.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's kind of back in this alcove back here.
Yep.
He listened to you. He was like,
So I'm just
My
like,
So-
can't
but do not
listen
cry,
to the glares
friends!
at Hayate.
Such shade. Much wow.
Thordrin, as you're walking forward, these guys are kind of.
Shit, I thought that was a giant, and I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna have to fucking fight a giant. Oh my god.
No, they're dwarves.
Okay.
Hello, friends.
They kind of look at you. What are you doing in here?
Well, admiring the stonework, of course. What are you doing in here?
It's very
We
acting casual.
we saw that chest go running through town, and we kind of followed it out this direction. Have you seen it?
A chest running! Oh, brothers, are you in the drink or what?
Make a deception roll.
Right? Oh shit.
Oh,
This is your whole thing, though.
Not deception. I only have a
Oh,
plus
okay.
7 in deception.
Only.
Only a 7.
That both Thorgren and I rolled really shitty on things we're like good at.
Mm.
yeah. Welcome to Tuck Fighting. I meant to be good at this.
They kind of look at you, and almost immediately you can see in their eyes that they know that you are bullshitting them. They don't seem to question it though. I want you to make another perception check with advantage because you're a dwarf.
Me?
I just have a question. Are Reed, Aldrich, and I, like, on the staircase around this corner, actually? Like, they can't see us at all from over there?
I would
Well,
say
I
that
stepped
you
out
and
to try and
Aldrich
keep everyone
definitely.
Okay. I was just wondering.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
draw
Can I
attention
also
to
make a
myself.
perception check, or is this just dwarf related?
This is just dwarf related.
Okie dokie.
Thordrin, as you're kind of looking at these guys, you notice that they look like you've seen some big dwarves. However, these guys look unnaturally big.
Like, do I
For
think they're dwarfs?
they're still definitely like dwarfs, but for some reason, just their muscles and their build, and there's just something unnatural about them, and you're not quite sure what it is, but there's definitely something up.
Friends, are you alright? I'm a wee bit worried. You don't look well.
They kind of look at each other and they're like, well, you see, we need to have that chest. And they kind of start slowly moving towards you.
I draw
Hearing
my-
that, I'm dragging the dragon's head up behind me, and I'm just gonna be dragging it, just like looking at them, like move.
Up behind.
Like I'm pulling this dragon's head up, move.
As they see this, they kind of squint their eyes and look, and they're like, oh, well, that's interesting. I hate to do this to you, and they kind of crack their necks. And I've
got my axe out now.
everyone to roll initiative.
Right.
Who are these motherfuckers?
Oh, I've got no fucking life.
No, I've got no HP.
Well, it's a good thing I wasn't in that dragon battle. Fuck!
Oh, I gotta click my token.
15.
Ah,
Okay.
shit!
Nice.
Thor.
Ross, we're rolling the same!
I know what's going on!
Fucking Tuck.
We're like in tune, Beba. Oh, Tuck.
Right. So where's Aldrich right now?
I would be up behind you guys, like just like pulling this,
Yeah, with the dragon's head.
like
So-
there.
Excellent. Aldrich has an idea. He's fucking
Oh
crazy.
god. Okay. Oh shit.
I'm just hoping that those dwarfs rolled worse than I did.
Oh, I can. You'll see.
Oh, I see what everyone's talking about.
Oh, we have so many potions in the bag of holding.
And nope.
Going before me.
Oh, it's because
Alright. So, Ross and Thor, you're gonna be up first. You can whoever has higher decks.
I
Probably
have
me.
16.
That would be an 18. But I will acquiesce to you, darling, because you are ahead of me just in general. You're right there, and you seem to have something that you want to do.
No,
Alright.
no, that was the thing.
Okay.
Unless you want me to go first.
Oh no, I'll go if you want. That's fine. We will do that. I am going to use Phantasmal Force
That's one of my favorite spells. I'm so excited.
to make the dragon say, "Run away now, little girl," and blow fire at them.
Okay.
This is just head, disembodied head.
Oh, greetings and salutations.
Oh,
That one believes me. Not.
Oh, that one does. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, the dwarf to your right, whoops. No, don't click on it. Stop.
That one?
This one, yeah. It was clicking on the token instead of
Yeah.
doing the pinging. Anyway, so this one, he kind of looks, and from around the corner, like where Aldrich is, he immediately starts to kind of back up against the wall. And you see his buddy look at him and just kind of roll his eyes, and as he stands his ground. But this guy definitely is afraid. Actually,
Excellent.
Did he take the 3 damage?
yeah, because it's psychic damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna get all the way back up to, like... He never turns around, like he's just backing up, but he backs all the way up towards the entrance of the cave. And he takes the 3
Right. I will use the rest of my movement to go back here.
Because I am super squishy.
Okay.
And
I am almost
as
dead
you
anyway.
do that, I step forward to where I'm like, to where I can basically see this guy,
Yep.
the one who's being a tool,
Yep.
and I pull out an arrow, and I just look at him and I say, I don't have any sort of patience for this shit, and I fire right at him,
Okay.
Jesus.
and I do it twice. I don't even cast Hunter's Mark. I'm just like, I just don't even.
Alright, well, the first one... Hold on.
What do you mean, hold on?
I had to check something!
super AC.
Calm down.
Seriously, if a
Pretty
24
sure.
doesn't hit them, like, oh my god.
Surprise!
the
It's
first
an
one
ancient
hits.
dragon.
No, yeah, okay. Yep, it hits. Yeah. So the first one hits, the second one soars just overhead and clatters behind him. However, you notice that while it hits him, it doesn't seem to do quite as much damage as you're used to.
Oh man, we got a fucking void junkie here.
God.
Fucking
Probably.
Jimbos and shit. Fuck.
Bro.
Damn it. Ah, fuck. I should have done something else. Nobody, god damn it. Oh well. Too late. Okay.
Alright,
Should have done Hail of Thorns.
is that your turn?
Yup.
Okay. So the dwarf that kind of started to run away, is it another save to break it, or is it,
Huh?
like, is he just affected the whole time?
If they investigate it, they can make the save again if they want to investigate it. He
Oh,
technically
okay.
doesn't believe it. The other one,
The one that
believes
ran
it.
away is the one who's up first, technically.
Yeah, he
Um,
believes it unless he's led to believe otherwise, I think.
Okay.
So
Well,
if someone
then-
tells him that it's a fake, for example.
It's a long read.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Don't forget, shop. What was the name of the place we stayed at? The magic goods place on Dwarf Island. They've got great.
Dwarf Island.
For the record, it was called the Dark Flame.
Yeah,
Okay.
shop the Dark
Yeah.
Flame.
This is a fucking Lego island.
And we're in.
Come to Landside for all your
Find my
dwarven needs.
notes.
For
We're in
this
a
sake,
Place.
Dwarf is not coming any closer to investigate. He's currently pooping his pants a little bit over the fact that this dragon, literally just the head, like not even the whole dragon, just the head of the dragon started talking to him.
Run away, little
So
girl.
he's staying back.
Run away.
However, his buddy, on the other hand, is going to come charging up, and you don't see him pull out any weapons or anything. However, Ross, he is going to come charging right at you since you were the one who shot him with an arrow.
Bring it, bitch. I've had too long of a goddamn day.
And he is going to swing a fist at you.
Alright.
Um,
It's probably gonna hit, but she's so done.
What are
22?
you on?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that hits.
okay.
What are you on, Danny?
My AC is a 16.
Are you at full health though?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only ones that aren't are me, Aldrich, and we.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as this huge for a dwarf fist comes slamming right into your ribs.
God damn it.
And then he's gonna actually take his second attack and do the same thing on the other side.
Asshole.
Because he ran past me, can I do anything, or is it because I haven't taken an initiative yet?
It's if he was engaged with you,
Okay.
like he entered melee. So now if he would try to leave it, then you
Yep.
could. But he's like just entered. 27.
That hit.
Jesus, I thought that was 27 points of damage. What kind of fucking fist is this?
12 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, coming from the other
That
side.
plus
As he just
Not
takes
our friend.
2 punches right at you, at your ribs. And then you also see, that he actually, you can't see this, but where you shot him with the arrow, had kind of like veered off the top of his shoulder, and left like a huge gash. You actually see the gash kind of start to close itself back up, as if it's healing itself.
He won't do that with his head.
These things.
That's
They're
right.
my new babies. This is what they are. And I'm so
I swear to God, if Ooey had anything to do with this.
You
I
did
just
not
want
get
you
one
to
of them
know-
myself. I'm so excited.
Yeah, well, guess what? I'm going to cut one of their heads off. How do you feel about
I
that?
just want you to know, Becca, that 2 punches took out half my hit point.
Are you fucking serious? Oh my god.
So now it's 25.
So
Fucking kidding me right now.
Well, that's his turn. That's all he can do. Now it is Aldrich. Your turn.
If I move up to here, am I flanking?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Alrighty then. So I'm gonna slip out of the harness I've built. Going to activate the flame tug great axe I still have.
Yeah.
To be like
Yeah, that was a rental.
a rental.
No,
Kill the dragon,
no
no big
dings
deal.
on it. Gotta return it
It's gonna
in
swing
pristine
twice.
condition.
That's a 16.
That does not hit.
Alright. And at 1, so no, neither hit.
We
alright,
fucking
so you
killed a
take
dragon,
swing.
but guess what? Some fucking roid up dwarf's gonna kill us. Awesome!
I'm
He has,
probably gonna kill me.
watching
It's
this.
fine.
you notice that his armor it looks almost like super heavy plate armor. which is why when you take your sword and swung, it just kind of clanged off the side of it, left a nice dent in the armor, but didn't necessarily do any damage to him. And then the other one, you just kind of baseball bat whiff over the top of his head, just misjudging dwarf size.
Oh shit, those have advantage, because I'm flanking.
Oh, there you go. Well, then go ahead, roll again.
Thank you, chat, for pointing that out.
Good job, Chad.
So technically, you rolled twice, so you still missed on the first one.
First shot still miss, second shot will go through. We'll see. That's not gonna hit. And the other one is a 18.
That just barely hits.
Oh,
So go
thank
ahead and roll damage.
That's the same fucking AC as that green dragon. Oh no, it's not. Don't mind me. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
The green dragon had like a 22 AC.
Yeah, it was a 22, not a 19.
So 9 points of slashing, 5 points
Okay.
of fire.
Alright, so the fire you see kind of starts to like lick under his armor, and that you can see flesh kind of start to burn. Again, the slashing you said was 9.
Yeah, 9.
Okay, you slash against like a break in his armor, but again, same with how Ross noticed earlier, it doesn't quite do as much damage as you're used to.
Alright. As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Quinn.
Okay.
By the way, it's a concentration spell. If I get hit, I gotta roll a concentration check.
Okay. I need to pull this up. Okay. That's all you can do, right?
That's all I've got. 2 attacks and a bonus.
Okay. Up next is me, and then Reed, you're on deck.
I'm up next.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, snap. Okay. Alright, did that guy grapple Ross or just punch her?
He just punched her. Like,
Just
just
punched
2
her.
swings. Yeah.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna rage. And then I'm gonna run up to that guy and attack him twice.
Alright.
Nice.
Do that. And then I do that.
Nice.
Yay, good job, Lee.
Um,
hit.
so that's 7 plus 14. So
Okay.
21.
So, I need... Oh, that's not a calculator. I need the calculator. Come back. Again,
So 21 total.
same kind of thing. You start slashing, and the second one really gets him, but it's still... You guys have definitely noticed that there's something up, where it's just not doing as much as you'd like. Okay.
I'd like to go on record saying no me gusta.
Fucking barbarians raging.
Wait, what?
Barbarian monk.
Maybe.
No me gusta? What?
No me gusta.
Yeah,
It's a
no
meme.
me gusta.
He doesn't like it.
Like.
Reed, you're up.
From 2009.
And then Tuck, you're on deck after Reed.
Yep, that's cool.
Move into visible range and
Okay.
let fly with cantrip because I'm running low.
Yeah, I was just about to say, how many spells you got?
Misses probably.
Yes, a 15 does miss. So you just kind of see the firebolt careen overhead, missing the dwarf and your party members as it kind of just lobs a little too far.
That's all I got. Yeah. Okay, the usual tactic.
Hides. Alright, Tuck, you're up. And then Ross and Thor, you're on deck.
Alright. I'm going to rage. I'm gonna go up. What I wanted to... Oh, I'll do that later. Alright. I'm going to...
That hits.
That hits.
You have
awesome.
advantage also, just for the next hit.
Yep.
That also hits.
And then
3.
I'm going to use my movement included and pin this fucker up against the wall. Like that.
Okay.
We'll basically use the wall but grapple, if that all makes sense.
You're physically grappling him would take an action, I think.
Okay,
would.
well, I just want to.
Yeah.
I just want
Yeah.
to hit him.
So,
That's
Like
but
a
you
fine.
shove
can.
it.
I just
Yeah,
want to
you
shove
can
him.
have him between the three of you. You have him pretty much pinned, like, up against this. It's not really a wall. It's more like a ledge. But because he's a dwarf, like, it's
Yeah.
the height
That's cool.
difference works in your favor.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
And I'll say, leave, dwarf. Should this be
Um, You kind of see him almost grin back at you.
Right.
Oh, motherfucker, I will end you.
Ross and Thor.
Right.
Thor's turn.
Do you mind, dear? And I'm just gonna be like, oh, it's getting hot in here. I think you should take off that armor.
Ah!
Nice.
God, what is with the damage rolls, though? Jesus.
Right? God
Okay,
damn.
We'll get good ones.
It's
That's a
getting hot in
refresh, so
here,
RNG starts over.
so take off all your clothes. Damn it.
Made the save.
Ugh.
Well,
Um,
that was a try. As a bonus action, I am going to cast Healing Word on Ross.
Aw, thank you, baby.
And be like, you got
That's good,
this.
'cause I had absolutely
Sorry,
no
I have
passion.
only first level spells left now.
Okay, I will
Waste
take
of a
it.
third level spell. Ooh, nice though.
Maybe we shouldn't have fought that fucking dragon.
Gosh, what an idea.
Well, at least I rolled good on the healing.
Yep,
Yeah,
Ross,
thank
you're up
you.
then.
Sure.
Okay, seeing me get attacked, Hayate is not happy.
And Hayate is going to rage.
And Hayate would like to go into a rage. He is going to, while I'm kind of like still doubled over, he's gonna take a running leap and leap at the guy and bite at his face.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
There,
Does he have a shot?
yes, but there's currently 4 people around this guy, so I'd say it'd be with disadvantage. I know that you said, like, you explained that you were doubled over, but there's still 4 or 3 other of your
Yeah.
teammates still right
He's
there.
also pissed off Wolf right now, so I can't exactly tell him, don't do this. So
Yeah,
I'll
I would
take
say
it.
roll at disadvantage.
Okay. He also
He has back attack.
he has pack tactics.
Yeah.
He has
So it's
advantage
just-
on attack rolls, so it's just a regular roll.
There you go. That works.
Okay.
Yep.
So I've never attacked with Hayate before, you guys. Oh my god.
This is exciting. Woo! This is the first.
Get
Okay.
involved.
I don't know what to do. I'm reading it right now.
It's like a plus.
Plus 4, I think.
Yeah, plus 4 to hit,
Yeah.
and then 2d4 plus 2 piercing.
If he gets it.
And he has to succeed on a strength throw.
22.
Nice!
Hayate's
So,
not
you
happy.
see- Hayate kind of like almost leap over you, and you kind of like look up as you're doubled over, and he launches and kind of lands right on top of the dwarf and grabs right at his neck. And this guy has to make a strength save.
He's roided out. Plus 8.
Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
a DC 11 strength saving throw.
Yeah, well,
So, I
he
mean, it's-
rolled a 19, so.
Okay, he's fine.
Um,
But he still like gets his
yes, the
2
damage still happens.
plus 2.
Nice.
Oh, I think that's natted on both.
Nice.
So that is 10 damage. And then on my second attack, I'm gonna pull out my short sword. Actually, I'm really upset about the fact that my wolf's in my way. That pain is happening. For my second action, I'm gonna take an action to tell Hayate to stand down.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell him to disengage.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you do that. Yeah.
So he's gonna get off of his face and just come by me.
Yeah. Because I'll say since you told him to disengage, he won't get an attack of opportunity from him, and especially if he's standing right there anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he's still there. I mostly just didn't want him to. Actually, let me think about this. Because I mean, he basically would have bit, and then he would have fallen backwards, right? Because I mean, it's not like he's still on him.
No, yeah, he'd be kind of sitting right in front of you, basically.
Okay, then never mind. I don't do that. I pull out my short sword and I attack.
All right, go ahead.
Sweet
I'm
with
too
advantage.
pissed off with this. I do have it. I'm in melee. What is this life?
Welcome to melee fighting next week.
Right? This is exciting. This is new for me.
Next
I'm
week.
injured. I'm angry. I'm in melee. What is life?
What is life?
I don't understand. Okay.
I'm not in melee. I am happy. Oh, jeez.
And because it's advantage, you get the crit.
I get the nat. So,
Yeah,
Point
Ross
damage.
would like to rage.
Okay.
I look forward to
Good
Thorndrin's
rolls.
next melee attack.
Ross is really, really pissed off.
When's the
right
last time I
now.
had a melee attack?
Did you
Owl
rub my
bear.
lamp? Did you wake me up?
Exactly. Did you bring me here?
Alright, so as you go, you see Hayate kind of leap over, bite this guy's neck, and then fall kind of back off and stand back next to you, ears pinned back.
Engage. He's like still in attack mode.
Yeah, I mean, ears pinned back, kind of standing next to you, still in melee. You then pull out your short sword and you just stab, finding that same kind of sweet, soft spot right in between a few of the pieces of armor that this guy's wearing. Again, same like thing as how with your bow, you notice that it's not doing as much damage as you'd like. However, at this point, he does kind of fall down to one knee, and he is looking very, very, very rough.
I will death by 1,000 cuts your ass.
Please let me cut off his head, please. Let me cut off his head, please. Let me cut off his head.
Gladly. Okay, I'm done.
You're done? Thordrin.
I already went.
Here he went.
Oh, you went
he's
already.
funny.
Oh, well then, how convenient. It's the dwarf turn.
Other dwarf.
Right, but they go back to back, so it's whatever.
I know.
He's still kind of in the back, very wary. He feels bad because his friend is getting just destroyed in front of him, but you can see that he's still eyeing up the
I will
dragon's
tell you.
head.
I will remind you that I cast heat. I tried to cast heat metal, which is also a concentration spell, and Phantasmal Force faded. Sorry.
Thanks for telling me.
We'll be honest.
Good guy Thorndrin brings reinforcements to the fight.
Well, yeah,
I was to say, not that he can get there. But at that point, he is going to kind of
concentration
sneak back
spells are
around
hard,
this
yo.
way. However, he is still staying out of the fight. Just because he can't get there movement-wise, period. But he is also still kind of, like, a little shaken by the fact that he watched the dragon's head.
We're basically around this dwarf, Shaun of the Deadingham, in the bar.
Yeah, that's
That's exactly what we're doing.
it.
Stop.
Basically.
Oh,
So he's hanging out back there. So then, it is dwarf number 2's turn. He's going to use his bonus action to do this. Wow, really? Ugh, son of... Whatever.
Reveal his true nature as a dragon.
No.
Self-destruct.
No, you wish.
He's gonna
I do
he's gonna
not
pull a Zell.
As you guys are standing around him,
Melee, don't do that.
the four of you who are standing around him, you again start to see his wounds kind of start to heal. There's a lot of them on him, and so it's not as big a, like, it isn't really helping a whole lot, but you can see stuff like blood kind of slowing down, and it's starting to almost like close itself back up.
Tapping that venom.
I need my notes. All right. So as he is standing there, he kind of looks up at the four of you that are now surrounding him, and the wolf that has his ears pinned back and is growling in his face. And he just looks over at his friend and he yells, "You should run! Get back to base!" And then looks up at you guys.
We'll be running for a while.
And he goes, "You may have killed the dragon, but our master is coming for you." And then is going to give one last ditch effort of whatever fight is left in him. And he is going to kind of turn around and try and backfist you, Aldrich, and then come around and try and hit Tuck as well. Aldrich, that's a 12.
I'm gonna riposte.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for Tuck. Tuck, that's a 25.
Yep.
Do the thing, Aldrich.
Tuck, that's 10 points of bludgeoning, which is halved to 5 because you're raging.
That's right.
Aldrich, your repost.
Yeah, I'm rolling now. That's an 18 hit.
That
With
just barely
advantage?
hits.
Oh, with advantage. No, yeah, so it's crit fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, 18 to hit.
Yeah, that's fine. It hits. Just barely hits.
So that is 11 points. So 11 points of slashing, 10 points of fire.
How do you want to do this?
Hey.
Oh, thank God. I'm going to run after this fucker.
I want to embed the axe in
Don't
his
kill
skull.
him. Don't kill him. We have questions.
Yeah.
You're doing
Which
what?
one?
I'm going
Which
to
one?
embed the axe in his skull.
Okay. So you just, as he tries to kind of swing behind you, and actually, Tuck, if Aldrich's hitting with this repost, then ignore the 5 damage that I told you.
Yeah?
Because
All
he would have
right.
never even gotten to you. Because
Full
he
hit points.
went to back fist Aldrich, missed, and as he's kind of still swinging around to come hit you, he just swoop, gets a skull, or an axe to the skull, and you just feel him go limp against your great axe, Charles. Or Aldrich, sorry. And he is no longer living. Get out of
He
here.
is a deceased dwarf,
Um,
bereft of life.
so,
Pining for the fjords.
Aldrich, it is now your turn.
All right, I would like to turn, and then I can make it to the dwarf just barely, and I want to like shoulder check him up into the wall. Use my action to shove.
Okay.
Don't kill him.
That's why I'm shoving him. Not trying to kill him.
Okie dokie.
I'll do an athletics check against his.
I love quirky.
Okay.
17.
20.
Yep.
So, he just, as you kind of run up to shove him, it's almost like hitting a brick wall, and you being a strong guy yourself, you're not quite used to going against something that's stronger physically than you are.
Unless you count that one time with the table.
With me.
Normally you aren't used to something that's stronger physically than you are. So it's just kind of like running into a brick wall, and you kind of almost like not bounce back, but you take a step back, and you see him kind of go into like a defensive position. Is that all you can do?
That's all I got. Yeah, put shoves in action.
All right, you're up.
All right. Taking a cue from Aldrich, I can make it over there, and I'm gonna just try to truck stick this guy and tackle him.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm raging. Do I have advantage because it's a strength-based thing?
Yes, you do.
Sweet.
Gonna try to truck stick him?
Funny, because technically so do I.
Yes, but
He
you
has
advantage.
advantage.
Wait.
Ah!
I get him.
Now we can cheer.
So, you see this little gnome kind of come flying past you guys, and then Aldrich, you see him come up next to you and just barrel right into this dwarf, kind of into the wall, and you see the dwarf kind of like get pinned with his arms up in the air as we just kind of has him around his waist.
That's what's up.
So currently,
So I guess he's grappled, right?
yes. Hold on.
Sweet.
I'd say for the moment, yes.
For this round, at least.
Yeah.
So he's on the ground now? Like, is he prone? Or...
No, he's
would-
pinned up against the wall.
I've got him against the wall.
Okay.
The best way to be pinned, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna.
You're supposed to be angry at us, not
I'm really pissed
flirty
off.
Ross.
Grr.
Grr.
Sold it. Sold it.
Perfect. Great IP. Great IP.
This is my job. I'm a goddamn actress.
All right.
I know.
Reed, you're up.
Okay.
Oh man, I want to slice his hamstrings so bad.
I'm just gonna start moving over here because I don't. If he's been knocked down, I can't shoot him.
Well, he's not knocked down. He's just like pinned against the wall.
He's still standing.
Yeah, he's not prone.
You could Can you intimidate him by like speaking scary draconic at him?
But that he won't understand.
Draconic is just a scary language.
Common's also a scary language too.
It's
so
like German.
Common is also a scary language, so I'm going to
Oh, hang on, what can I speak?
make the eyes glow, make the voice booming, thanks to
Okay.
thaumaturgy or.
Yep.
Nice.
Actually, let me double check to make sure that's actually stuff I can do with thaumaturgy.
You can't do it. You
Yeah.
can make
Yeah,
you can
you definitely
make your
can.
voice move and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, so we'll go with a nice crack of thunder as I yell at him to stand down. Go with
Nice.
that thing.
Go ahead and roll intimidation with advantage.
Becca, do you have my sheet with you? What language did I said I had on top of Orc and Common?
Hold on.
I'm so excited. Everybody's being intimidated. So cool.
15.
That could have been better.
Oh.
It's not bad, but it could have been better.
He just kind of, as he's like pinned up, kind of struggling against the Wii, he like is taken aback for a second, but then kind of continues to like try and wiggle. You seem to have startled him a little bit, but not necessarily had a whole intimidating effect on him.
Fair enough. Okay.
Tuck, I don't think you have it.
Yeah, because I either picked Goblin or Dwarf. And I don't
I
know...
have your backstory, not.
Okay, no, that's fine. I think I picked Goblin in the end. But fuck, Dwarf would have been great.
Yeah, I don't think that's on mine.
Alright, well, I'll fix that up later. That's cool.
Okay. Reed, that's all you can do?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Tuck, you're up.
Alright, I'm still raging, I think.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to move. I'm going to take a swing at his legs.
Don't hit the gnome, don't hit the gnome.
That's fine. I'm only going to do
Like,
one attack, because I don't want to fucking kill the guy. Where did I put... Oh, for fuck's sake. Great axe. Misses anyway.
You do notice that this guy isn't wearing plate mail, however, it does still miss. So it's not as high, but,
And you're in advantage because you've got Wii right there.
Yep.
Oh, good grief.
So that's your second attack, right?
Yeah.
So you swing twice?
I'm not like, there wouldn't be any crunching, I'm more slicing.
Right. So as you kind of go, you almost pull back on the first one, knowing that Wii is right there and kind of underneath you. However, in the second one, you then you almost you swing and miss, and then bring your axe back over and kind of go right into this guy's. Were you going for legs?
I was gonna try and destroy his hamstrings, but he's pinned up rather than on the ground, so I'll just go for his calves.
Okay. So you swing back and you swing down, and you find Purchase perfectly right there. Again, same with his buddy. It doesn't do quite as much damage as you were hoping.
That's fine, I wasn't, yeah.
However, it does leave quite a bit of a mark on this guy's legs.
Alright, I'm going to then... Alright, you're gonna talk, and you're gonna fucking talk now.
Go ahead and roll intimidation.
Dun, 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 dun,
Come on, Tuck.
With it.
That's investigation, motherfucker.
I investigated him.
We are not good at intimidating
I have
today.
a +4 for...
So again, it was one of those things that kind of as like the initial shock of like being hit, and then you right up in his face, he kind of like almost got a little bit of worry in his eyes, but then like almost gritted his teeth and kind of came back at you, fighting against Wii again.
that just makes me even angrier.
Ross and Thor.
Or
I'm gonna move right up to here, and just sort of like, look, friend, you're surrounded. We turned your other buddy into cheese. You might as well just stop resisting and talk to us. Otherwise, your head's gonna be like that dragon.
You persuading him?
I am persuading him.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
+10. Come on, you bastard dice.
You can kind of see him still struggling up against the wall and kind of like looking at you and looking at his surroundings. And you kind of see him stop struggling for a little bit. But he doesn't say anything. However, for the purposes of right now, you are technically out of combat because he seemed to have kind of...
can I still take my turn?
Yes?
I'll just be like, you know what, Ross? I think you should talk to this fella.
Along with Hayate, who is still very angry,
I was... Hang on.
very
I was
slowly,
giving Ross-
straight-backed, military presence, walk
for
up
Ross.
to this guy and just stand next to Aldrich with Hayate at my heels.
Uh-huh.
Pull out my short sword, and I kind of hold it up to his neck, and I say, look, friend, I've had a really shitty past couple of months, and this day isn't getting a whole lot better. Now, normally, I'd be the one who's fighting to save your life, but if you don't start spilling, it's your blood on the ground next.
Go ahead and roll for intimidation with advantage, just for extra added
Pizzazz.
stuff.
This guy's super not going anywhere.
God damn it.
Just kidding.
I also have really high...
I gave you inspiration.
Like-
Yeah, he inspired you.
Oh,
He did.
shit. What is it?
It's a
D8.
D8. Roll a D8.
Okay. Okay. So
15.
I can't do math. 15.
15.
Okay.
That's.
So you can see him kind of again like.
It's for the
struggling.
team intimidation effort.
Yes, and he just kind of like
We're clearly
Holds
not
his
very
hands up.
intimidating.
and doesn't necessarily struggle against you, Wee, but you can still kind of feel that if you would let up at any moment, he would take his opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, I don't let up at all.
Someone want to help?
Then I press. Is he talking? Is he saying anything?
Not yet. He
I'm
just
gonna cold cock him.
You gonna what?
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
okay.
We need him conscious to fucking talk.
Roll a
We have a
d20,
healer.
or roll an attack.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
21.
That hits. So
He
A
kind
D-
of
so a
didn't.
D2, so a D4 cut in half plus my strength.
yes.
So 6 points of damage.
Okay. Cool. I can do that. Alright, so, he, as you kind of punch him across the face, he just kind of gets a smirk on his face and laughs and spits. You see blood kind of come out of his mouth, as he, fuck, where did my music go? As he is now pinned up against the wall with you guys, pretty much all of you surrounding him. You see him kind of look over at where you left the dragon's head on the ground. Impressive! You were supposed to keep the horde safe. Apparently we didn't pick the right dragon for the job.
What horde?
The gold horde. Which is half in that chest that I'm sure you guys have found already.
Oh,
I
of
don't
course
know.
we have.
What
Don't
is it?
worry about that.
Oh,
Who's
we're not doing that?
your master?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would, so why don't you tell me?
I kick him in the balls.
I move so she doesn't hit me?
Right? We've got the people on top of him.
Oh, is there? Okay, well then don't worry about it. I thought it was looking just like the way it was here. So I
No,
don't.
we've like literally on top
I'm
of
pinned
him.
up against him.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Ross, make another intimidation check with advantage.
Alright. $22.
What the fuck is wrong with us?
So he kind of looks at you. The master is named Seville.
Where's my goddamn notebook? Hang on.
Is he perchance a barber? I don't say that. That's just.
Yeah.
That's not tuck talking.
Thordrin,
Aye.
Damn note taker falling down on a goddamn job. Seville?
Seville.
And he is not a barber.
Thordrin, I want you to make a history check.
Right. Seville.
Saville?
Sville. Yep.
A or E?
E. Thordrin, you, at hearing this name, you start to remember some vague details, from home. You recall that there was, some sort of like elven sorcerer who was basically trying to bribe some dwarves in your hometown to join him for various reasons that you at the moment cannot recall. But you know that he was using gold as the means in order to earn their allegiance to kind of join up with him. And you know that at some point he was captured in your hometown, however later escaped and has been kind of not heard from since. You don't know anything other than that, except for the fact that you know that he was definitely in your area at some point.
Who is Seville?
Seville. Wait, did he say Seville?
Seville, that's what he said.
There was this elf charlatan mage thing that came through my town back. I don't remember the details, but I remember he was trying to bribe dwarves to join him for something. I thought it was.
Is this the same? Is this the same thing? Is this? I look at the captive. Is your Seville and this Seville the same? Is he an elf? Elf sorcerer.
He kind of laughs and he's like, "Yeah, that would be him.
What does
Where
he
you
want?
from, laddie?" And he kind of looks at you, Thordrin,
Iron
like
Hill.
looking past Ross, looking at you.
Iron Hill.
Ah, nice place. Yeah, that would be the same elf.
I lift the sword to where it's touching his chin, and I'm like, "Your business is here. Eyes forward."
At this, he kind of looks back at you and just kind of smirks. What would you like to know, lass?
What does he want with this horde? What are his plans?
Well, the dragon was just a babe when we found him. We raised him to keep hold of the treasure that that Seville was using to bribe and get folks to join his army.
Army for what?
You'd like to know.
I would. That's why I'm asking.
This is going to get really interesting soon if you don't answer our questions properly.
I have a sword to your throat, and you have already seen what I can do with it.
I'm casting message and I'm speaking into Ross, and I'm like, ask him if he's in Lightshade. All these people didn't know there was a dragon right next to him.
Is he in Lightshade?
Seville?
Yes.
Course not. He
In
has
where is he?
multiple places that he calls home. This was just the hoard. This is where all of his gold was stored, and the dragon was supposed to keep track of it. Obviously, that didn't work so well.
How about you tell me all of his different little homes?
Go ahead, make either intimidation or persuasion, either one with advantage.
Okay. Let's see which one's higher. That +1 to persuasion, I think I'm freaking out.
This is why Thordrin does talking. Ugh.
That's not a
21.
Oh,
It's advantage.
Advantage.
He has advantage.
That's close.
This night.
I know, right?
Advantage, you guys. I'm still doing okay.
You're doing great. You're doing great, dear.
you're doing great.
Military background, man. Military background.
Interrogate the shit out of this guy.
Oh, they're here.
It helps that I have a whole lot of very scary looking people around.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're kind of surrounded.
Ain't nobody messing with my motherfucker.
I'm not a very scary looking person normally.
So, he kind of looks at you. Well, there's the keep and the lair. Those are the other two places.
Tell me more about the keep.
And he
Tell me
kind of
all
looks down
about
at
both
the
of them. I've got all kinds of time.
and he kind of moves his head a little bit to the side.
Ooh.
The keep is the training grounds for us.
Us being the dwarves, I'm assuming.
Anybody who he so chooses to enhance.
Enhance, that's an interesting word.
Tell me about the lair.
That's where he makes us.
Fuck. I say out loud.
Go ahead. Never mind. Forget it.
No?
No.
What do you mean by makes you? And tell me where these places are now.
He kind of grits his teeth again as you, with your short sword, are right up next to him. The keep's an underground training facility in in the Oakenwood Forest up north. And then he kind of looks to the side again. The lair. That's a tricky one.
Tell me.
You sure you want to know, lass?
Obviously.
The lair is in the Kiga Wilds.
At that, you see I'm visibly pale.
How far up north is the keep?
It's close to the border of where the Oakenwood Forest ends and the Kiga Wilds begin.
So they're close to each other.
Would
I
I
wouldn't
know?
say that.
I mean, I'm from the Oakwood Forest, so
Yeah.
And I know
Would
the
I-
Kiga Wilds.
You're from, hold on, I have the thing.
I mean, I assume it's the other side of the forest.
Yeah, I mean, you're Timberside's in the middle there. Where is it?
Where's my
There?
house?
My
Right.
house is up here.
Thank
Another
you.
continent.
So,
So I was like, how far up north are you fuckers?
not quite to you, almost.
Not quite. Good.
But so Timberside's in the middle, and where you're at is kind of the middle of the Oakwood Forest. So there is still a good chunk north of you,
Yeah.
and so you're kind of assuming that it's in that area. Ross, the Kiga Wilds is a big place.
Yeah.
You can't
that-
recall anything, seeing any sort of.
Remind me, is that the woods by my house? Or
No.
is... Okay, that's what I thought.
The other one. No,
Okay.
everything's on still on the east
Yeah,
side of it.
Roz is already a rather pale individual, and at the mention of that forest, you see that all of the blood that was in her face is gone. It has drained. Okay,
You do-
I'm shaking.
From your time there, when you guys were there, you don't recall seeing anything that could have been a lair per se.
I wasn't looking for it.
Right, exactly. So
Those are both. I look at Bastard, and I say, "You've directed me to two places that are really quite large. Can you be any more specific, darling?"
No.
Go ahead and roll intimidation again. Because he's giving you a lot of information, so.
And I'm gonna drain him for every blood. 10. Okay, that wasn't that important of a question.
He kind of looks at you, and he's like, "They're not where you would expect."
That's actually rather helpful.
You said the word enhance. That's interesting.
Tell me, yeah, exactly. Tell me more about what he does to you. What do you mean that he makes you? What do you mean he enhances you?
Do you mean armor? And I point to his dead friend with the plate armor.
You might need to know
He
how
kind
many
of-
there are here.
He looks at you guys. Enhanced as in physically enhanced. I'm sure you noticed that your weapons were not as useful on us as they are in some other things, and
Oh, don't worry, darling. They
Trust
were
me, motherfucker.
perfectly
We're gonna make
useful.
them very useful.
What do you mean by he makes you?
Well,
You said that there's two different places, that he makes you at the lair and then he enhances you at the grounds.
he
Tell me about the difference.
makes us at the lair and then trains us at the keep. So that we can get used to our new abilities. And at this point, you almost pick up a sense of, like, bragging from him. Like he's...
I want to sense motive. I want to tell if he's lying to me.
Go ahead and do insight check.
Can I do that too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
my insight's really low, so if any, well, not super low, but if anybody wants to help, that'll be cool.
Oh, that's alright.
Ross, you get the sense that he's not lying to you, but there is definitely something more. Tuck, you know that he's not telling the whole story. He's not lying, but there's most definitely other things that he's just not sharing.
saying.
So is the dwarf bald like he is in this in the token?
No, it's kind of like a buzz cut.
So I can't. I'm gonna grab a handful of his beard.
Okay.
I'm gonna get right in his face.
Remember, I have a sword, like, right to his neck.
I'm pulling him towards it, pulling
Okay,
blood.
that's fine.
Okay.
I'm holding
They
steady.
are
I have no
doing
problem
treatments.
with
What
it.
do they do? What are the processes?
He kind of like
We love details, darling. We love them.
make a combined intimidation.
Your intimidation
Look, Aldrich
combined.
and I are bonding.
Oh yes. 16. Natural 20.
Hey! All right.
High five!
So, as you guys are doing this, you kind of like you're pulling his beard. You have the sword right in his throat. It's a potion. He calls it his bottle of rage. There's a fancier name. I just don't know what it is.
Where'd he
That's
get it?
fine. We're not asking
He
you to.
made it.
That's cool. Can we have like the recipe or something? No. No.
He makes them and then
I want to
gives
roll
them
insight on this.
go ahead.
Motherfucker stole shit. 16.
He is not lying. He is, at this point, he is too proud of the fact that he was chosen or recruited for this kind of thing that he is almost flaunting the fact that he is now filled with this bottle of rage.
Roid juice.
Is it?
While
Is it
they
per-
continue
Is
to,
it permanent?
Go ahead, Reed.
while
Tuck
they're
lines to you.
continuing to interview, interrogate, whatever, after he's like the bottle of rage thing, I'm going to go back over to our first foe here
Okay.
and go through his stuff and see if I find anything worth mentioning.
Okay, go ahead. Roll investigation. Tuck, are you asking him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it permanent or do you have to keep drinking it?
He kind of cracks his neck again. Nope, it's permanent. However, it took a while to get this way. They had to test on some people first.
Like who?
Hell if I know.
Insight.
God.
The two locations he spouted off, are they anywhere near any Witcher schools?
17.
No. Most of your Witcher schools are either on the other continent or there's one in like the desert area, but it's not. From what you're gathering, this is not anywhere related to the Witchers at all.
Okay, so I'm like, motherfucker stole mutagens and I'm gonna break his fucking neck.
No, it's not anywhere related to that
I'm
whatsoever.
done with it. I'm walking away. I'm trying to drag that. I'm done.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm
Need
dragging
to
the
be
dragon's
all
head away.
goddamn player, Aldrich.
I'll replace him.
Okay. Reed, you
It's chicks and gnomes time.
find a couple of gold coins. You don't find anything else that would be of use. Like no empty potion bottle, no.
Yeah, that's kind of the either. That's mostly kind of what I was hoping to find a potion bottle to use again, or apparently not.
No,
If we
it looks
split out,
like
we can sell it.
it looks like from like listening to him and kind of looking through their stuff, it looks like it's been in their system, and it's one of those things that once it's in their system, it's there.
It's super serum.
Kind of, yeah.
Alright.
It's Red Skull tainted super serum.
Right.
Who's eating? Now I'm hungry.
Okay, well, I got a 17 on my insight of him not knowing who they tested things on.
He doesn't seem to know. Like he's being genuine. It's one of those things that's
It's not.
they were probably testing a bunch of people, whether it was him, his buddies, whatever, in a certain area beforehand, and he was one of the ones who got this potion after it was already tested, so there was no need to know anything previously. He just knows that there was a process that had to be done before him.
Okay. Is it only dwarves?
Of course not. It's anybody who wants to join an army
Do
and
you
opposes
have to-
the king.
And opposes the king. The Elven King in Greyhawk.
He kind of spits. It's like, yeah, that bastard.
Why is it specifically opposes the king?
Our master is an elf and doesn't exactly approve of the king, and needed some muscle to back him up.
Why doesn't he approve of the king? Has he ever told you?
Again, how should I know? I'm just the muscle.
So you're just a pathetic grunt, is that what you're telling me?
At this
Just
point,
tell
he
him
kind
to
of
done
tries to lunge forward a little bit.
I
Uh,
smirk.
I want you to make a strength check.
Can
You're
I?
gonna lunge right into my goddamn sword, idiot.
Okay.
Do I-
Question. I assume it's been
Can I
longer than a
strengthen?
minute.
Yes.
Well, actually, if you hadn't been attacked or taken damage in the last 6 seconds, your rage falls anyway.
Oh
That's
yeah, that's
fine.
right.
I'm not raging.
Strength or athletics?
Whichever's higher.
Then athletics.
Ability or no? It's definitely not
Should be
saving.
athletic.
I was gonna say it's either straight up strength or.
Nice!
Hold on. Oh. Between the two of you, you're lucky there's two of you, and a sword pointed at him. Even though he kind of, you almost feel him slip out of your grasp for a second, and then Tuck's hand just kind of goes straight into his chest and pushes him back up against the wall, and
I
you
don't even
regain your
move.
grip.
I don't even move whenever he does that.
He's
I
kind of
keep it.
now just still pinned up against the wall now, kind of panting a little bit heavier.
So little baby grunt doesn't have any more information for me, is that what you're telling me? You're not privy to it?
Hold on, sorry, looking at my notes.
That's cool.
There is, but you're not gonna get it.
Now
End
can I do
this
anything
already.
else?
He's not gonna give us anything else.
I'm not done!
Yes, dear.
When you are, it's my turn.
Well, you can do whatever you'd like to him right now, Tak. But I haven't got a couple more questions.
Be my guest.
You tell me there's more information, I want to know what it is.
You'll have to pry it from my cold, dead hands.
Oh, trust me, that's gonna be very quick.
You can either have a very quick death, or you can either have a slow and drawn out one. That's going to depend on the information that you give me. Now stop talking.
You, at this point, just kind of see him, like, almost stick his hands behind his head. And just almost relax against the wall.
I have all day.
Mike, you muted.
I sock him in the gut.
Yay! Good job, we.
Go ahead and roll attack.
Which just
Just a d20
strength.
plus your strength, yeah.
Who's doing this? Oh, for fuck's
That one. Hitting a brick wall.
So little gnome fist kind of
Oh, baby.
Ha!
you tried.
Alright,
I tried.
what's your name?
He at this point he's just kind of doesn't even care anymore.
Alright. Alright, you
I
piece of
stab
shit.
him in the
Wait,
throat.
no, wait! We're gonna
Yes,
play a
do it.
motherfucking little game us orcs like to play. You ready to play the game?
Fine, I stab him in the shoulder.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack. Tuck, what you doing?
Alright. We're gonna play a game called the Blood Price. I'm gonna cut you open. And I'm gonna let you bleed. And I'm not gonna heal you until I think I'm satisfied. You wanna
20.
play the game?
Yeah, Ross, you hit, and so you see your sword kind of go into him a little bit.
I'm taking my great axe and I'm slicing your stomach open.
I duck.
Escalating quickly.
I'll tell you, rolling to hit at this point's kind of.
Yeah, can we do the chest? Or above me?
Above me.
I'm just gonna keep hitting
Mark
him until
Wee's
I
height
slice him.
across his chest. Oh look, you're growing.
I stab him in the shoulder.
If you
Oh,
had
this
the
is such a
sword to
failure.
his throat, Ross, we would just go through his throat.
She moved to his shoulder.
Oh, just kidding.
I doubt I got it. I doubt I got the 27, but 23.
The 23 hits. Tuck, you still are just kind of chopping away at his armor.
Oh, fuck's sake. This is not as intimidating as I thought it was.
He's got two pretty good wounds in his shoulders, though.
That one hits.
Oh, the 21 hit.
At that point, you finally get through the armor, and you see blood kind of start to pool out the front of him. However, almost not immediately, but a few seconds pass, and you start to see that the blood just kind of slows and doesn't necessarily keep seeping out.
Doing it
And
again?
you just see him kind of start to laugh and chuckle to himself.
I look him in the eyes, and I say, I don't know if you heard me when I was talking to your friend. Death by 1,000 cuts.
That won't work.
I have all day.
Did we have to cross like a big bridge
Can
to
I
get
get the
here, right?
sacrificial dagger out of my
Oh, no, that
bag and
was-
use that instead. I don't
Yeah,
have
never
the
mind.
the attack stuff for it, but might just look better.
Eldra, can you just come take this guy's head off as I'm pinning him to the wall?
I look at Tuck, and I look at Wee, and I say, what do we? And I say, do you think we can get anything else out of him, or should I just go ahead and kill him?
Oh no, he was dead 5 minutes ago.
All right, I stab him in the throat.
Go ahead and roll an attack just to
That's fine.
see what happens.
Can I have advantage because I'm right in front of him?
Yeah, it's more for
Just don't nat wood.
That would be a natural 20.
yeah. So as you go to take your short sword and just kind of stab him through the throat, the last thing that you hear him say before he goes limp, Feywild, and he falls against your sword.
Feywild?
Yes. And we're gonna take a break there.
Gonna have to be so bad.
And anybody who has to pee or go to the bathroom,
Intermission. Switching it over.
Becca broke down.
We are back.
Cool.
Hooray.
All right. So
So he's just said Feywild and fallen limp on my sword, right?
yes.
I pull it back and I step away, and my eyes are as big as saucers.
I
And
don't notice. I'm still hacking at him.
I'm visibly shaken and terrified.
Sweetheart, are you alright?
I finally unpinned him.
I'm just hacking.
Feywild.
What about the Feywild?
It's a plane.
Aye.
It's another plane. It's. I need air, and I walk outside.
Right.
Who's got echo?
Chester! Come here, boy!
At this,
Hayate goes with me.
you see the chest kind of scampering behind you.
Come on.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, guys, I think we should go back to town. I'm afraid there might be more of these guys.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait for me! Come back! You bloody chest.
You see me. If you go outside, I'm like sitting up against the cliff face thing that's outside, like breathing heavily, like.
I'm still attacking. I'm getting my rage out.
I
Yeah,
sort of
you
just
guys
like
are
touch her
in
on the
this area
shoulder
now.
and it'll be alright, dear. And I also cure her for another.
No, it won't.
Well, I cure her for 10 hit points anyway.
Thank you. I'm gonna real fast just update that.
I commuted again.
I know, that's why I stopped saying what I was like. I like tug on Tuck's like shirt or whatever, and I'm like, Tuck, I think everyone's gone. Come on.
Leave
And
me
I'm like,
alone.
I just keep running anyway. Okay, and I keep running after everyone. Guys, Tuck is back there chopping that guy up, and that's all. And they just join the group.
Right. This has been a weird day. I think we need to take a rest. Ross definitely needs some time. We need to figure out what this information that we learned today, perhaps someone in town might know. I mean, they're hiding a freaking blue dragon right under their nose. These guys obviously are not good.
I'm also pretty sure, I think we worked this out last time also, that the dragon, the chest was the dragon's master, and Seville wanted to guard the chest, and now we have Chester, and I like pat his head. So that's probably a bad thing for us then.
Why am I not hearing anyone?
We can hear you, babe.
I
Australia.
can't hear Mike.
Can't
You
hear
get
Mike?
not. Oh.
We hear Mike, but
Okay, I was like, did I just do that and be muted? God.
No, we heard you. Is his
No,
little?
they didn't
Did you
hear you.
accidentally mute his icon at all? In the corner?
Nope. All right. Just do some shit. I'm literally have to go back into the cave and chop up some dead guys. So I'm not gonna hear anything.
Yeah, so if Seville wanted this chest hidden and be guarded by a dragon, and we have it now, I'm not sure that bodes well.
Well,
We have to find him.
there might be a spell attached to him. We might be able to.
Maybe the chest can lead us to him.
Chester.
Maybe.
Kind of like
Find him. You don't understand. We have to find him.
Right, I'm working on it, dear.
And she loses it.
Watch out for the edge. We're on a giant cliff.
Chester, do you know where Seville is?
you kind of see him like you see his tongue stick out for a second, and then come back in, and then comes back out, and there's a piece of paper.
I'll take the paper and I read it.
It says, not the lair, but the keep.
Right.
we can
Does
go
he know?
back.
Can he find you?
immediately you see another piece of paper come out, and it says no.
What
Right.
did it say?
No, it said
Can
no.
we find him?
We can find him.
we
He's
find
at the
him?
he's at the keep.
It's a place to start.
He you see him like kind of nudge towards you, and like another piece of paper comes out,
I read it.
and it says, no keep location.
Where?
He knows the keep location.
Tell us.
Is it N-O or K-N-O-W?
Oh yeah.
KNO. Like he basically what you're getting is that he knows how. Like he could get you to the keep, and not the lair. Like he knows where the keep is, but not the lair. But it's not necessarily guaranteed that Seville is at the keep. Like he could be at either place.
He knows where the keep is. Whether Seville is there or not, I don't know if he can tell that.
Then we have to go there.
We will go there, dear, but I think we need to rest first.
What's going
I
on?
need sex. I need to find sex.
I'm covered in their blood. What's going on?
I need to
Chester
find
is telling you
Seth.
things.
I need to be able to reach Seth. I need to tell him what I found out.
Who's Seth?
I need to find
Seth
Seth.
is the
Ross.
bird tree guy.
Ross, you're not going to do yourself any good.
Ah,
We need to rest.
The keep is
I
in
can't
Oakwood.
rest. I can't rest. He's out there.
Ross,
I'm
please.
supposed to rest.
We've been with you for this long. We're going to be with you for a lot. We'll help you with this. But you're not going to do
I don't
yourself
even know
any
what
good.
it is. He's out there. And I
It
can't
does not
find him.
matter,
I have to be
lassie.
able to find him.
We're
I
going to help
open
you.
slap palm her.
I was trying to calm her down somehow. I don't have anything that will do anything other than
Tuck gives no fuss.
You did just get slapped by a half orc.
Ow.
We're sleeping, then we're helping. Got it?
Fine.
Alright, let's go.
We have a spot on a boat tomorrow morning.
Or
It's in the
tonight.
Oakwood tonight. I don't remember what the timing was. Tonight.
I'm just
And it's-
Go ahead. I'm just reminding you guys real fast. Y'all don't know anything about what I'm looking for.
Yep,
Yeah,
which is why
obviously-
I openly slapped you.
That's
I
why I'll
know
just
you're
keep
worked up
continuing to
about
walk.
something. I don't know what you're doing, but we're going to find this keep.
And it's in the Oakwood Forest, is what I was going to say, which is many days' travel from here.
Yes.
Don't
Wow.
worry, we'll get there.
We need to deal with stuff here and get on the boat and go.
And frankly, if we're going to face any more of the like that we just faced, those two, we might want to be in better condition than we are right now.
Well, and we also need a lot more information because this seems quite sinister. Whatever's happening.
I need to reach Seth.
We can inquire in town if they have messengers. A place like this, far from the land, might have air travel, ravens, hawks. I know that's the last time we saw Seth.
He has a familiar. That's the hawk's name is Aquila. It's his familiar. It's not just a messenger bird.
Well, there's got to be a military contingent or something that you can talk to. We need to rest.
At the word military, she recoils.
Alright. Sorry, I thought you were military.
I am. They're not on our side. They're not on my side.
Whose side are they on?
Their own.
Sorry, what?
Their own.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks.
I pick up Chester. I'm like, hide your legs, buddy. And I sort of like dirty him up so it doesn't look like, you know.
I've got the traveler's clothes that I threw on
Right.
him before. If you
Oh,
want to
that's
use
right.
them too.
Thanks, Tuck. I say we get some rest, we find our boat, we start thinking about this. Because we don't have that much information. And if we're dealing with mutated dwarfs or whatever he's doing, this is serious. But we have a way to find something. With little Chester here. I'm not shaking a little bit. Sorry.
You see his tongue poke out for a second and then come back in.
quite cute.
God damn it. Cool, okay.
Has Aldrich just been walking off by himself? all
Yep.
this whole- I forgot you said you walked away.
Nope. Just kept going.
I walk away.
I think we probably just follow the drag marks from.
The trail of dragon
the
blood.
trail of dragon viscera that's dragging behind. It'll be fine. Then we rest.
I walk in step with Ross. Just
I'm barely even seeing as I walk. I have a hand in Hayate's fur, and he's basically leading.
okay. 8 hours. Just sleep for 8 hours. That's all we're behind by.
I'm not saying.
8 hours. Then we're on the case. And I sort of touched the cheek that I slapped. Sorry.
You don't understand.
We're willing to understand, dear. Let's get some rest. Right, we had the boat was tonight, is that what you said, Becca?
Yeah. If you guys want, just to kind of speed things up, basically, what was gonna happen? Aldrich, your sword is finished.
Okay.
So you would go back, go get your sword. It is the damage dice is the same as far as like the actual sword itself.
Yeah,
But then the fire damage is the same as the great axe that you just had.
okay, so 2d6.
Yes. But now it's that sword.
Can someone quickly fill me in as to what happened when I was in the cave?
Basically,
Australian internet.
go ahead.
Yes?
Chester, like they were just Ross had a little baby freak out, and then they were asking Chester.
About the Feywild? And
Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
haven't revealed anything. All I did was just say
She
that
said
I
we need to find. We need to
I
find.
needed to find him, and I need to talk to Seth, and that I have to, and that. we
And then
need to
I
find-
asked Chester if he knew where Seville was and if he could be tracked.
Yep.
Chester knows where the keep is, sort of, but he doesn't know where
Yep.
Seville is. But Seville can't
Yep.
track Chester, so
awesome.
yeah.
And that's when I slapped your face.
Thanks for that.
So Aldrich, you get your sword back, and then just to kind of make this go faster, unless you guys have anything specific you want to do, you guys all end up making your way back down to the docks to Sour Dan, get back on his ship.
I forgot. Yes.
Pretty sure Aldrich
I-
probably wanted to cash in the dragon's head somewhere.
And I want to try to send a message to Seth.
Okay.
I would also like to leave word with Sourdan's brother about my family.
Okay.
If he hears anything, to not let them know that I'm around, but to secretly, or to send me a message.
Yes. Where did my pencil go? So as you guys are kind of collecting your stuff and get ready to go back, you head back to the temple and kind of fill him in on everything. And he assures you that if he can, he will try and send word to you if he hears anything. Aldrich,
Mm-hmm.
Dragonhead.
Yes.
Anything specific you want to do with it, or are you just dragging it through town?
I was gonna drag it to any municipality, so any like guard, shack, whatever.
Okay.
Find someone.
Black market it.
No, find whoever the fuck's in charge. Tell what we did. Collect payment for it.
As you kind of go up to the guard, is anybody going with him, or is he on his own in this one?
I'm probably with him.
Okay.
I'm already on the
I don't
fucking
give a
boat.
shit what he does.
So as you kind of go up, you see a couple of the dwarves kind of looking at you. You explain the situation. They kind of look around, look back at the head. Well, we can't do anything with it.
Then point me to someone who can.
I mean, the physical head itself, we literally can't do anything with it. We can pay you for taking care of it, and we'll definitely inform our captain of the fact that it was right outside our town. And he looks back behind him and starts rummaging through like a chest, and pulls out a sack of gold, and tosses it to you. And you look at it, it appears to be like 300, 400, probably closer to 400 pieces of gold. But he was like, we didn't even know it was there. I'm sorry, there was no bounty or anything on its head.
That's fine. I literally leave it where it sits, toss Thordrin the gold, and walk off.
Right.
As you walk off, they kind of like looking at the head, like, "You want it? No, I don't want it.
Rochambeau.
Right.
Where's Ross at this point?
I'm trying to find somebody who can get word to Seth.
Okay.
And Ella, I want to send out. Well, I just Seth because.
Okay. Well, Tuck wants to talk to Ross.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what your story is or your history, but if I'm going to be on this path with you, I need to know who I'm fighting with. And I need to know what I'm fighting for.
If you wait until we're on the boat and away from prying ears, I will tell you what I know.
As will I.
Thank you. I need to reach Seth. I need to be able to tell him the information that I found. He said he had a lead, and I need to know what his lead is. I need to know whether or not we have the same one. I have to contact him. Do I have any way of getting in touch with him, or does he only have a way to get in touch with me?
He only has a way to get in touch with you. However,
That's what I thought.
as you're kind of standing on the docks, or kind of looking
Does he have the
around,
best timing ever?
it would appear so. And Hayate almost immediately, Hayate's ears and nose kind of perk up, and you see his hawk kind of come gliding in.
Akila, I've never been happier to see you in my life.
With a piece of parchment attached to her ankle, or her talon.
I immediately grab it.
You open it. Tuck, if you're standing there with her, all you see is a blank piece of paper.
That's fine. I ain't
No
even
writing
reading.
on it? Okay.
I ain't even reading.
Just as it's only Ross can see it. But it says, we may have a spark. Head north and I'll find you. Bring your crew. Is all it says.
Okay.
And the hawk kind of nuzzles up against you.
I pet her head.
And then hops over to Hayate, nips at his ear, and then takes off.
Good, because I was going to shoo it away.
Ah! No, good hawk. We need to go north. That was Seth's hawk.
Good thing that's what we're doing.
As I'm walking with Thordrin, that's me, Aldrich back to the boat, I would
That's me.
or to the boat after the dragon head, I would like to be attempting to talk to him if he's talking.
You can attempt to.
All I'm saying...
You may certainly try.
Oh, go ahead.
Reed, are you doing anything right now, or are you just kind of...
Who did you ask, me or Reed?
Reed?
Yeah.
Well, and you, actually. Because I had Ross and Tuck accounted for.
I'll just be at the boat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or docks.
I'm probably heading for the docks as well because I'm nothing immediately springs to mind as something to do for me.
Alright, then Thorgrim and Aldrich.
All I'm saying is I'd like you to acknowledge that you might have acted a bit rashly in that battle with the dragon.
Rashly, I acted the way I always act.
Yeah, I know, but I think that the time for that is coming to an end if we're going to be hanging out with these people. I mean, before when it was just you and me.
You can't spring that on us, man.
Damn it! I'm gonna read it when it bloops.
I didn't
Nice
want to
try.
interrupt him to say it.
I mean, I almost died. Didn't I? But I almost did. Lightning hurts. I'm just saying,
I'm aware.
perhaps. And you didn't even get a bounty. I mean, 400 gold for a young dragon. Do you think we didn't get? That's cheap.
Wasn't about the money, Thorgrim.
I know.
It's
how
not
you-
about the money.
But I'm just saying that perhaps before we run into things, you could say, I'm gonna run into this. After I silver tongue talked the dragon, Aldrich, I talked the dragon out of fighting us. It was kind of amazing. Just saying. And then you run in there, all swingy like you always do. I'm just saying, we're with people. We really don't have anywhere else to go. Why not do something good? But we're gonna have to.
You were willing to let a dragon on the doorstep of a city, left alone, walk away.
I wasn't. We were gonna get help. I'm not the strongest, Aldrich, as that time with the giant, obviously. I'm just saying that I'm trying to readjust the way we do things, too. And perhaps we should start thinking about that. Look, the boat's getting closer. I'm just saying, whether you want to or not, if you want us to leave, we can leave. But there seems to be some shit going down, and perhaps maybe we could do something good for once. Instead of wandering about aimlessly, doing nothing. I'm just tired of it, Aldrich. I'm tired of it.
We'll stay for now. See where this is going?
Alright.
You choose to wander.
I
That's
don't.
what I was made for, Thorgrim.
I don't choose.
I had no choice in the matter.
And like I have a choice in the matter of wandering or not. Where else am I gonna go? I cannot go back to my family.
You could set roots. Find a bar to
And
play
what
at night,
is a
get pissed
dwarf
drunk.
without a clan? I don't have a clan. I've been piss-ass drunk half my life. I'm getting tired of it for some reason. I don't know why. But I am. I kinda like these people. We're doing some helping people, I think. I don't know. I'm sober right now. I'm not talking straight. I just think that we should start thinking before we act. Maybe you can settle down sometime. Maybe you and I could settle down sometime. Buy a bar. Do something.
I'm
Wouldn't
gonna
mind having a place of my own.
I'm gonna pat Thorgrim on the shoulder. You know witchers don't die in their beds. I'll die on this road, and you know that.
I'd like to die in my bed.
That's where we differ. I'm gonna walk away.
Right. I'll follow behind him.
Fucking wow.
That was so beautiful.
I gotta pace a bit. Okay.
Did she disappear?
She's pacing.
I'm just pacing. I'm still listening, keep going.
Okay.
Alright, so we get to the boat.
So yeah, you guys make it on the boat, and it's nighttime at this point. Like
Can I ask a really quick DM question?
Yeah, go ahead.
For head north, that's what we need to do once we get to Ashbourne, right? Or wherever.
Yeah, I mean, north is
North is north.
in general.
Yeah, because the island is the south, right?
I have no compass. I have no inner compass.
We're as far
So-
south as we've been so far.
Yeah, you are like.
We need
Yeah,
to
we're
scan
gonna-
that map in so that we can
We're
have it
going in
pop
the
up.
right direction.
Yeah,
That's all I
I
want
meant to do that for tonight, and then I forgot.
No worries.
What?
Tuck's meant to have.
Have it.
Okay.
I took a feat to make sure which way was north and do all that kind of stuff. Me? No,
I just
no
mean,
idea.
Yeah, I mean me personally. Like I don't know where the fuck we are, and
Yeah.
I'm very bad at directions.
I don't
and shit, so.
Where the fuck we?
Time. I'm amazing at what time it is. It's my compass.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we're not backtracking by going to Ashbourne, because if that happens, she's gonna be kicking and screaming. Okay.
No, that's the direction that you.
No,
want
we got to go through Ashbourne and up,
Yep.
straight up.
Back
Because
towards
we'll go back.
Timberside,
Yeah, we'll go through Timberside again, and then it's
Okay.
north of Timberside.
All right.
Yes. So you guys get back on the boat. Again, making it fast. You guys spend the whole night on the boat traveling across the bay again. Just because wind isn't as fast, they aren't rushing to get kind of towards the middle. So this would be your long rest.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Can
hit
we talk?
points, spell slots.
Can we
Everything.
talk during this long rest?
Yes.
Okay.
No, you have
Which
to sit
one?
down and be quiet.
And I'm gonna sit here.
It's a real question.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
RP.
Then I kind of take a moment and I look at the group and I say, if you want to know what I might be up against, then we need to go into the inner cabin. I don't want anyone to hear us talk.
Right.
Alright, I follow.
I
Oh,
follow.
so yeah, you guys can go kind of down to the bottom of the boat.
But I'm keeping it open as only people who I made it very clear that if you didn't want to know, you didn't have to come.
Okay.
But she shuts the door in Audric's face because
No!
fuck you.
That's not what I meant. I meant that nobody has to listen to my shit if they don't want to hear it. Was my
I'll go down. It's gonna be being in the hold of a ship's gonna be kind of irritating, but I'll go.
I go as well.
Going down.
I could join.
Everybody.
Is it alright
Going
if I just sort of
down.
strum on my new fancy lute while you play? Just a quiet little song while you talk.
Can it be something to calm my nerves?
Well, I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask if I kind of knew, if you knew any song that you mind would be playing that I might know, and I'll just play it.
Okay, I tell you something.
All right, and so I just sort
Anyway,
of,
here's Wonderwall.
Exactly.
I was waiting for him to you'd be like, oh, can I hear the one about the sea? Wonderwall it is.
something from your whatever. I would just want to play something calming for you.
Thank you. You're playing the boy, the girl in the graveyard.
Yes,
That's
good
what I've
song.
got in my head.
All right, that is
That's
what
what
I'll
you've
be.
got- that's
I'll be
what I've
strumming.
got.
I'll be strumming that. Good song.
I kind of sit down and I take a second and collect my thoughts. And I look up at you guys and I say, I'm a half-elf. You're all aware of this. With the military that I'm part of, that's not a good thing. I grew up in an elven town, and half-elves weren't taken to very kindly there. And humans are considered subclass, so anyone who breeds with them, and the product of that breeding, is also considered subclass.
Yeah, I guess I can relate.
It's just kind of the way things are seen with elves at times, at least with the ones that I know.
Aldrich nods with with understanding.
Three
And
outcasts.
when I joined the military, I did it because I wanted to help. I had a good skill set. I wanted to help people. However, my skill set wasn't used to help. I was pushed into wars that I didn't want to fight, that I didn't see a need for. And as I joined the military, the anti-half-elven sentiment only followed me. It seems that the army that I work for, the Elven Army, doesn't take kindly to anything that they consider subpar being part of it. They let me in because of my skill set, but I wasn't welcome. Now that's fine. I don't mind that. It didn't really ever bother me that badly. But it did bother someone else. He is she's kind of searching for the words. But my commanding officer. And I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. I've never really talked about it. He's my commanding officer, and he also, even though he is a full-blooded high elf, he never saw the differences between humans, between elves, and between half-elves. And he's someone that I care for very deeply. And I as the wars ended, he and I made a promise to each other that we would figure out a way to stop the unnecessary killing, to stop the hatred between our species, things of that matter. And so he started working tirelessly to rise up in the ranks, to eventually get to a point where he could enact true change, and I helped him. So did Seth. And he became a colonel in the army. And along the way, I don't even think it was along the way, I think it was probably to start with, he fell in love with me. And I with him. And I didn't want that to happen. It was something that I tried to stay away from, but it's not really something you can control. And she picks up her necklace. He gave me this. It's a vial of alchemist's fire. He gave it to me for protection. As a promise. And as we continued to work and to rise in the ranks, we started noticing more and more corruption within the army. Decisions being made that were cruel, that were unjust. And finally, one day, he asked me to marry him. And he'd done it many, many times, and I'd always said no. But he finally asked me, and I said yes. And so he made an announcement. He announced to the army, to Greyhawk, the entire city, that we would be getting married. And the High Military Council did not take kindly to that. they seem to look down on their prized high elven colonel marrying a half-elven lieutenant. Then, but we continued. It was exactly how I thought it would be, that we would get in trouble. He didn't care. We received a lot of support from humans and half-elves within the community, but no support from the elves. 2 months after this announcement, we were in the woods, the Kika Wilds, and we were fighting dryads. Just me and him. And in the middle of the fight, a flash of blinding white light came. I don't even know where it came from, but it just entered my field of vision, and I fell to the ground, and I watched him fall. And I passed out. And when I woke up, he was gone. I couldn't find him. And I had no idea where he had gone. Nothing was there. It was like a fight hadn't even happened. I went to the High Council. I went to the council, the military High Council, and I told them what had happened. And all they told me was that he was probably dead. They sent out a search party, a small one, for 3 days. They came back, they found nothing. They decided that the colonel was dead. And forbid me from starting a search to find him. That it would be a waste of resources. So, I bided my time for another few weeks, and then I told them that I was going out recruiting with Seth and with a couple of other members of our team. They believed it, and I've now been out here trying to find him. Even though we didn't receive anything, we didn't receive any note, any trace of where he is, I know he's alive. And I'm not stopping until I find him. And I know it has something to do with the Fae. I know it has something to do with Feywild. I know that the army organized his disappearance. And they used the Fae to do it.
Do you have
That's
proof?
all I know. I don't, but I know it. We were fighting dryads. We had been led there by mysterious means. We were following a tip. And that's where I last saw him.
So at the end of this, I'm going to walk up to Ross. I'm going to squeeze her shoulder. Meet me topside when we get a chance. I'm going to walk off.
Nod.
We'll find him.
Aye, lass.
Colonel Raiden Marson. That's his name. Ray Marson. He's a wizard. School of Transmutation.
We'll find him. We'll help you.
Thank you.
I know losing someone you care about. I know what that's like. And I know the cruelty of elves.
I don't have anything without him. I have nothing without him.
I know, lass. I run up and give give her a giant hug.
I give Danny a giant hug. Fucking A.
Yeah, I also give Daddy a hug.
Baby girl, come on.
Dropping those feels like eight bombs.
Oh my god, don't make me drop 3,000 to make you to fly there and hug you. Fuck, man.
Ross,
Yes,
you are
Reed?
slightly mistaken. I know you feel loss, but you do not have nothing. And right now you have us. And we will help you to get him back.
I mean, it's not one whole thing. It's like 4 or 5 little somethings that make like more than one. I don't.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
It's a really like oversized like index finger tries to wipe the tears from your face, but she's a bit like cumbersome. That she sort of like more pokes you in the eye, but you can see
I kind of reach up and like take her hand and I just kind of hold it. And I am like, thank you, Tom.
I'm slipping a vial into her coat if she wants to use it later.
What did you give me?
As I was hugging you, I
Do you want to publicly explain that sleight of hand?
As I'm hugging her, I'm giving her one of my potent drinks if she wants to use it. It's the 100-year-old
that is
silver.
pure metho, mate.
It's the 100-year-old silver stout whiskey, and it is.
That's the top shelf shit. Oh,
Holy shit.
I don't have that many of them left, but I'm giving her one. She'll find it later. It says silver stout etched in the glass.
I'll know who it's from.
In case she needs some help sleeping tonight.
Knowing how much of a lightweight Roz is with her drinks, it will probably
Well,
not.
don't drink it all. No, and I sort of I walk out to the top, and as I'm walking away from her, I'm just like, "Don't drink it all, dear. Sip it."
What?
And I just.
I think he means the tears. You know, don't drink all the snot that's going down your nose.
That's gross, Tuck. I'm not gonna lie, that's not pretty gross.
Do we have our own cabins on this, or is it like a one big?
It's more like cots, yeah. It's
Okay.
one big area.
I'm going up to the top, or outside. I'm gonna try and sleep outside because Ross
I'm gonna also
has me.
I'm gonna also
remembering things.
go up top because Aldrich told me to meet him up there.
I'm at the prow.
I walk up to him.
Who else is left in this fucking room?
Reed, we, and Tuck.
Yeah, I'm still down there.
Should we go?
You can go to bed down there if you are done, or if you have other stuff to do, you can go up.
You guys tired? I'm not tired.
I'll meet you up top. I think I'm gonna sit here.
I'm
for a
gonna
while.
go up the. If anyone wants to, I'm not tired.
I'm up near wherever the captain or whoever's steering, kind of leaning up against one of the back rails, just sort of staring up at the sky and strumming on my lute. Thinking of a certain someone that none of you know. Well, Aldrich knows.
Perfect. What a backstory.
And the DM knows.
Yes.
I'm gonna go out and look at the stars, but I want to be in on Ross and Aldrich's conversation because you know eavesdropping. I've set myself in for the. I've set myself in for the feels. Like I'm struck in. Like
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know I would be explaining the story tonight, you guys. Oh. Oh, shit.
I'm doing. No. I know exactly what this looks like. Did you see the guy at the G20 summit or something like that? The guy that was trying to spy on Obama and Putin, and he kept sort of like backwards going into this thing. It was
That's-
the worst fucking
it's
thing
the
ever.
best
It was
video
sort
of all
like
time.
Get Smart. He was sort of like going backwards, pretending to be on the phone, but there was a camera watching him.
That's
So this
hilarious.
And here, I thought
that's
the first thing
weird.
that popped in my head was like Sam Riegel's head hopping over the shoulder of. I feel like
I feel like someone's watching.
Okay, so you could be in the area, but they kind of know that you're there.
Kinda.
That's
And
fine.
by kinda, I mean they know you're there.
My passive
That's cool.
perception is like a 15.
That's
And
fine.
Hayate's still sitting there and obviously sees stuff. So.
Yeah.
I see Hayate.
Oh yeah, the whole time that I was like telling the story, like Hayate's like head was on my lap and he
I
like
was to say, yeah, the dog has not left your side. Wolf,
yeah,
whatever
he
the
like
hell it
he
is.
knows what I'm dealing with right now.
Sure, make it more sad.
All right, let's let Aldrich and
What are we and Reed doing?
Did
Are you
you?
fucking? I almost thought I'd lost Reed and we. It's just now it's just Mike. Great.
But-
Australia's gonna vendetta with Mike.
I
I'm
didn't
just
want to go
gonna
there
disable
anyway.
re-enable. So
I'm just kind of sitting on the cot, like thinking about stuff. I don't know what Reed's doing.
kind of the same.
I made everybody sad. I'm sorry, you guys.
No, you just
What
made
we do
us
this for.
remember things. Well, me. Thornton's gonna have a talk with Ross one of these days.
Should we all get it out now? Just everybody pair off with everybody else.
No.
We'd have
Right.
or do you like a round robin? We'll just.
Exactly.
Nope.
sit there with me.
He's gonna brood for a while first.
Nope. No.
Is
I-
Mike still muted for me? Mike, can you say something?
I'll say things so that Tucker
Okay,
knows
cool.
I'm broken.
Yep, got it.
I'm not. Yay.
Yay.
You have to admit, it's doing pretty well today.
It
Yeah.
is.
It is. You're doing
And
very
now
well.
that you said that,
Great.
there you go.
Well, then I go and I stand next to Aldrich and I don't say anything. I just stand there. Just
As I
looking.
see her, as I know she walks up, I'm gonna hold up my left hand and tap the missing ring finger.
Oh yeah, I forgot you don't have a finger.
That's news to me.
Yeah, he doesn't have a ring finger on his
Yeah, Aldrich's missing his left ring
left
finger.
hand. Yeah.
I mean, not like Tuck would look, but okay.
Yeah, Aldrich's missing his left ring finger. We're not so different, you and me. You ever been to the Broken Isles?
No.
I'm gonna pull out this long-bladed knife that I keep in my back.
Sounds
This is called an oath knife. It is a physical representation of a deal you've made with the gods. It's meant to give you good luck in what you're doing. I'm gonna pass it to her. I hope it's brought better luck to you than it did to me.
Thank you. I appreciate this. I really do.
I'm gonna turn to go. I'm gonna grab her shoulder. We've all lost people we love, some more than others. We'll find him.
I grab his hand before he leaves. And I look at him and I say, I trust you if you trust me.
I do. I've lost a lot in this world. I've lived a long time. And lots of things have been taken, and I've fucked up a lot of things. But I know someone who's truly in love and truly hurting. And I understand that. We'll find him.
Thank you. I know we will. If I have faith in anything, it is that I will find him. I can't not. And I just kind of stare at it.
I go someplace else to brood.
What's off?
Well, Brooding's gonna take an action, so...
Okay,
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative against your feels. You have
17.
disadvantage on everything and minus 20 to every roll you make.
Doesn't matter. You saved against the feels, the tears still come.
Right. God.
I love you guys so much.
God damn it. So,
So is all of your stuff on the boat taken care of?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm snoring up by the captain.
I go down. I go downstairs. I go downstairs and I get into a cot and I kind of look at Wee and Reed and smile and nod at them.
Hayate almost like jumps on top of you and is now laying on you.
Oh God,
Don't forget about your
buddy.
um...
Oh yeah, I like reach into my pockets and I'm like, oh Soldrin. And I like take off the topper and I like smell it. Oh, that's
It's like
strong.
smelling salts.
Right? And I look at Wee and I'm like, I don't drink much. I think this is probably really strong, right?
Is it from Thordrin?
Yeah.
Then yes, probably. Do you want me to try it first? Then I'll tell you how it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god, please drink all of it.
No. I take
You
a
like,
sip,
oh, it's alright.
and then
Make a con save.
I'll
and
please
I
drink.
want to know how much of my hair melts off.
One of mine is something else, so I go, bah!
Thordrin, how powerful is that
This
stuff?
shit is powerful. It's powerful. There's a reason why we only. There's a reason why my family only serves it in vials, like small vials.
It's like Blazing Saddles, and now I sound like Mickey Mouse.
Please, can that be a thing?
Yeah, it's really strong.
It's not really strong, it's just it's a bit mild.
I look at him and I
Like
just kind of
boiling
like
one tear. Like,
I just kind of take it back and I'm
Here, blood.
yeah.
No,
We make a con save.
you're just
Ugh.
instantly warm and fuzzy, is what you are.
Con save?
Yep.
Hey.
So you definitely know that it's strong stuff, but you managed to hold back most of it. A single tear is shed as you down your sip.
Yeah, I'd say it has about a 20 DC on it. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I was going for, yeah.
Good luck.
I take it back and I look at it and I go, honestly, it's been that kind of day. And I take a sip of it.
Make a con save.
God, I'm so scared.
You vomit everywhere.
Oh wait, that was an ability check. Hang on.
Would a save make any difference?
Yeah. You, as you take a sip, you almost instantly feel that warmth spread through your chest. Thordrin, you want to describe how it tastes?
It's sort of like the first sip is just it's rough.
Pure metho.
Because it feels like it like burns fire across your tongue, and it's like when you're sitting in a campfire and you inhale some smoke. That's the first little bit, and then as it goes down, it starts getting better, and the smoke starts to lessen, and it's more like you feel like your inside is a rainbow. And it's like being in the woods and taking a deep breath of fresh air,
Oh, that's a good feeling.
And that's like Roz's favorite feeling.
And then you're just like, you're really feeling good.
Okay.
If you take any more, it gets even better. But most people don't last that
Most
long.
people don't.
I'm just gonna cast this, and I like swipe at it like a couple times.
I try to guide her the hand.
There you go.
And I kind of put it back in my pocket, and then I just fall backwards onto the cot. It's like I'm gonna not move. Okay.
That's a good plan.
And again, Hayate at this point.
So it's
jumps
also
up
really good
and
for
just-
cleaning metal. Really good.
I just kind of wrap my arms around Hayate, and I'm just like, don't ever lick his face. And I just pet him as I lay there super drunk.
Does she think she's petting Hayate and is actually petting we? And I'm just like, I won't lick anyone's face for us. What are you talking about?
Oh, please. Please.
I'm okay with this.
And Wee's just like, woof.
So
There's a good puppy.
Yeah.
here's the mental image. Okay?
Yes, please. Describe this, almighty DM.
Ross pulls out this vial,
Mm-hmm.
hands it to Wade. Wade takes a sip. Oh, that's kind of strong. Hands it back. Kind of sits down like on the edge of the cot where Ross was. Ross then takes a sip. Is like, whoa. And then proceeds to kind of lay down almost next to Wee. And as you're sitting there, Wee, Ross just goes, and then pulls you kind of back over with her. And while this is happening, Hayate is just sitting, watching. Like he's just kind of like,
Is Hayate giving that look of, I've seen this before?
I guess I just snuggle with Ross.
I like that you just gave in.
This is
I
a
guess
shift
this is
that
my
I
life
never
now.
thought would happen, or that I would never want, but suddenly now I want it.
There you go.
It's like McDonald's. It's like you don't know you want it until you've had it, and then you're like, wow, I want this.
Can Hayate jump up on the bed and like be a blanket?
And you're like, oh,
I mean,
hi,
that's what he was
Will.
gonna do, and then you said that it was we instead. So.
He can still jump on. It's a giant cuddle pile.
It's a very strong cot.
I was gonna say I don't know if we can fit all three of you.
But in the middle of the night,
Oh come on!
after everyone's
Wait,
passed
who's-
out,
Horrible.
Who's
I
on
wake
the
up-
top of the ship now?
While they were getting their drink on, Reed snuck out. Gonna try to fight Aldrich on deck.
Okay. I'm not going below deck if unless I absolutely have to.
Well, yes. Hopefully, I'm doing this before you this is after she came back and started getting her drink on, so it's kind of. I'm hoping it's before you actually attempted to go to sleep, like you're still
No. Not about me.
brooding and whatnot.
Yes.
I'm just gonna kind of walk up next to you, staring out at the sea, I guess.
I'm very good at staring.
Earlier today, you saw something that needed to happen, and you took immediate action. I hope in the future that should another situation like that arise, regardless of the circumstances, that you, again, take the needed action. Whatever that may be, and whoever that might affect. And I just turn around, walk back to where I was. The bunk is.
We've got 2 doers on the boat, people.
I like Reed's duck and hide.
About to say before, I'm like making note that I may have to kill Reed.
I want to go to the part of the. I want to go. Like, I'm on the top of the boat, but I want to go somewhere where they're not.
It's a big boat.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit down and pull out my sister's tunic, and kind of, talk to her as if she was still around. We fought a dragon today. That was pretty cool. I didn't. That was mostly Aldrich and the guys. Ross was pretty pissed off. You don't know who any of these people are, but that's okay. You'll probably meet them. But what the fuck, Jura? Like, you cost me everything. Now I have to fucking find you. It's not fair. And I curl up to sleep with it.
So you're still on top, right?
Yep.
Okay. Aldrich, you're still up there.
Yep.
Reed, Ross, and you're down on the bottom.
Snuggling.
Thor, where you at?
I would like to wake up from my
Join us,
dozy
Reed.
nap sometime in the middle of the night and go down to an actual bunk. And I want to just sort of walk past and see the snuggle pile that is, like,
Ross, we, and Hayate.
I told you to just sit there. I just sort of laugh my they drank it. and then take out a little bit of my own and chug some. And
Don't lick his face.
pass out.
Con save
Can do.
with advantage.
Of course, it's my own.
Yeah, but you have advantage, so.
Con save.
What if you go straight to sleep?
Ah,
Oh,
I'd like to just down half of it and then go to sleep.
He's fine.
Yep.
That's
Easily.
his nightcap.
And then sleep.
Would you like to keep playing?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
sure.
If you do, it's later for you than it is for anybody else.
I was just double checking. I have stuff. I just wanted to. I didn't know if you wanted to keep going.
I'm keen. It's a
I mean-
3-day weekend.
I mean,
Alright.
I've got to do stuff in the morning, but it's not that early, so I'm okay.
I've
That's
got
how I gotta
stuff
be
to
up
do. Like,
I'll do another little.
I'm seeing a shitty movie with my mates at 8, but I need to eat before then, so like 7:30, 7 o'clock-ish. That's like 2 hours from now.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
I'm not planning on going that far.
Do like
We go
another
2 hours.
hour.
Yeah,
Another
we'll
hour,
do like-
maybe. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go a bit longer.
yeah, I could do another hour.
Maybe half hour, 45 minutes. We'll see what happens, or where we'll go. Alright, well then. So you guys, everybody gets full long rest, so all spell slots, hit points, whatever the hell else, stuff like,
Neglected to mention.
dice.
yeah,
half
hit
your hit
dice.
dice.
Half your hit dice, yeah.
I never use my hit dice.
I know.
I
so.
used mine once, and not
Yeah, I
today.
still don't understand hit dice, honestly, but I don't want to
Hit
do it.
dice
Short
is-
rest, so like for like
Hit
10
dice
minutes
is
you
something
can.
you can do that you don't have a potion, but you have a short rest.
Yeah,
So it's
you can heal yourself kind of
you
thing.
can heal yourself just by sitting down and doing a bit of yoga.
I love yoga.
Alright,
I don't want to see a
so-
dwarf do yoga.
you guys end up kind of waking up on your own.
Okay, wait. Who wakes up first, me or we?
I think it
Roll
should be
for
me.
it.
It should be
Roll for it.
that really awkward situation where you wake up before your best friend does at a sleepover.
And you found that you're spooning?
Just have him roll
Well, I don't go to
With the
that
wolf
those
on
types of
top of you?
sleepovers. So
Highest number wakes up first.
Are we
I'll do
rolling?
it.
Roll a d20.
Roll d20. Why the hell not?
10. Natural 20!
So Ross wakes up first.
I wake up, and I'm assuming that I'm like, since I'm the one who's like wrapped, who's like got him in like this grip, that I like wake up and I'm like looking at him.
Basically, yeah.
Is it like
I mean,
front spoon or side
I
spoon?
would assume you'd be Big Spoon since
Yeah.
I'm only 3'5".
I would be Big Spoon.
Which is
But are you facing each other?
Yeah, can I? Is it like his face? Like, set the picture for me, Becca.
Is it reverse spoon?
I'm
It's
not
on you guys. You guys set this
I hate
up.
to picture
Your
oh my.
boyfriend is in the arms of another woman.
You can explain it, and then I'll like go into like.
Okay. I want to wake up and see that I'm like holding him, almost scream and not. Like,
I just settled down more.
God damn it.
and I just like lift up a hand and I just kind of like pet his head. Go, wait, Wyvern.
Yeah. What? Oh!
And
We're
I like
like faced.
release my arms. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
It's fine, Russ. And I just like get up, crack all my joints and stuff, and then head upstairs.
If it makes you feel any better, you're very snuggly.
I've been told. And I finger gun.
You're making it worse. Wow.
And I just kind of wrap my arms around Hayate, and I just
When
like,
your best friend spoons your boyfriend. We've all been there.
I just wrap my arms around
No.
Hayate.
Is it
and I
morning
just-
or is it not morning?
It's morning.
Well, I guess. No, I was gonna go find it my own cot, but then I guess I'll go up to topside.
Yeah,
if
no,
like,
it's more like you slept the entire night like that.
perfect.
Snuggle. I just like wrap my
Exactly what
arms
the
around
shit wants.
Hayate, and I'm just like, every time I drink, I end up sleeping somewhere strange.
I had to
I
go.
forgot
like,
that's how
your
we
face.
started.
Right?
It's just another
Exactly,
Tuesday
that's
for
what I'm
me.
talking about. That's the last time she got drunk.
I sort of wake up.
And Hayate's just giving that face like, girl.
Right. He's
Good
like,
morning.
Mama,
Oh, good morning,
Crazy.
darling. Did it help?
I mean, I slept well.
It has that effect sometimes.
I didn't mean to sleep with not that I slept with him, not that I mean
No,
I
dear, I came down in the middle of the night. Don't worry, Silver Stout. It always makes you do weird things.
it was
well,
just
Not dwarves.
and not, you know,
It's fine, dear. I understand.
oh God.
Either way, you look comfortable. As I walk out.
Do I find Aldrich at the on top when
I'd be there, yeah.
yeah, I don't know what Aldrich does. So
Aldrich meditates for 8 hours. He doesn't sleep.
oh right.
It's creepy.
Super creepy.
Those are like,
I know,
I go
right?
find I go find Aldrich and I tell him I think when we get back we need to get back to the house we have in Timberside, or if Ashbourne. We need a private place to count what's in Chester or see what's inside him. That's so important. A dragon was guarding him. Now that I think about it.
Well, yes. I was assuming we'd go make a stop off there.
Just wanted to be sure, since we're in such a rush now.
Oh,
I need
yes.
to know.
Oh, so I forgot about
Oh,
Chester.
we need to make a full accounting what's in that damn thing.
I think we're keeping him under wraps right now.
Is he just stored under someone's
Well, yeah,
cot?
we don't want him, like, a walking chest, probably. I say I just, like, put him under my bunk or something and told him to just be quiet and act like a normal chest.
He doesn't need to be fed. That's a stupid question.
Yeah.
Don't.
Shut up, Aaron.
Shh,
Never,
zip
like,
it, zip
eat
it.
it? Or...
I don't.
You feed it gold.
It's an
Yeah, but,
animated
like-
object.
I know.
You don't need to
Which is
feed
why
it.
I stopped my question. I'm a fucking
I don't
idiot.
know what the
Shut up,
hell
Aaron.
this is.
It's
Ray's
not a
the one
pet.
who's magic, not me.
I don't know if it has a stomach or not. Like, come on. It's just like, this is D&D, for fuck's sake.
This is true.
He could have had a stomach.
So that was all I wanted to say to Aldrich. Was tell him.
I guess Tuck is up.
Yeah, you guys kind of all start to like stretch, wake up, go up top,
I put
and
the tunic back in my bag.
as you guys, sorry,
I thought she was a married woman. I can't.
as you guys come up top, you see that Ashbourne is within like 2-3 minutes. You guys are getting ready to dock. You see the crew kind of moving around, getting stuff set up, and slowly it kind of pulls in. Crew jumps off, starts tying it off, doing whatever. Everybody make a perception check.
Oh, bugger.
We have to fight another aboleth.
You're in the docks!
Oh, that's a bad perception.
Ambulance comes out of nowhere. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, plus 6.
Damn, Weedy.
Wow, that's really
Sleeping with
convenient,
me makes you
actually.
perceptive.
I'm
bye.
super awake.
23.
He has like
23.
pegs tied to his eyes.
I'm never sleeping again.
I'm never washing these hands again.
Tuck,
Yo.
Ross, Aldrich, you guys see,
A dragon. It's all on fire. Yeah,
as you guys are
6
pulling into the dock, you see two people kind of standing off to the side, in more well-dressed clothing than the normal kind of like dock hands that are and commoners that are kind of walking around. You immediately recognize the one as Lord Torkall. From
He got my
Timberside.
letter.
Oh god, are we in
He got my dick message. No.
They got my text message.
Fantastic.
But so they seem to be almost like waiting off to the side.
Okay, so it's not a coincidence
Boat
that
to
they're
dock.
here. It
We
looks like
sent them a
they're-
letter last time, yeah.
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 Was that the one where we didn't know that? Oh, don't worry.
I let him know about the strange voice and killing Zell and
Yeah, was that the one where we didn't realize it was like Tom Riddle's diary, so we kept scribbling, or was
Yes.
that something else?
Yeah.
So that was that one.
That was that one. Fantastic. Fantastic.
I'm sure
What
he
a
loves
reception
getting
to
my
come home.
verbose letters.
By the way, Audrey broke the table. Bye.
Yeah, I'll point out to everyone that it's Torque. I'll be like, guys, Torque, look,
Oh.
Good, we can get paid.
Cool.
you got your
We can
message.
tell
So.
him that Bill's dead. Well, he
I go back to not giving a shit.
So the boat gets tied off. You guys can hop off.
Uh-huh. I'm attuned to my attuned to my thing now, I'm sure. Maybe? I don't know. How long does it
Yeah.
take? Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Cast more spells.
So as you guys are kind of walking off the boat, Torgal immediately sees you guys and kind of walks over, and he looks at you all and he's like, "Glad to see you made it back safely. Heard you had quite an adventure.
No idea.
I'm
Yeah,
glad." Go ahead.
I got attacked by one of those. What was it, Aldrich? What was the thing that made me all slimy and gross?
Aboleth.
What are those, Torko? We killed an aboleth.
And also a
He
blue
kind of-
dragon.
As he's kind of looking at you, he's like, "That's good. Good job."
Please say in Bill's character.
So what
He kinda
brings you so far south, sir?
He kind of looks at you and he's like, oh, well, pardon my manners. This is Lord Merrick, the resident lord here in Ashbourne. I figured after I got your message, I should come down and kind of explain everything that was going on to him. And so Torgal kind of goes on to explain that Merrick knows the backstory of, like, how Zell got banished or whatever, and how you guys went to Torgal. Like, he knows, Merrick
And
now
there's a
knows that
giant
backstory.
on the hill.
Well, that's the thing. He kind of looks at you guys and he's like, what exactly happened when you found him?
He was.
When we found Zell?
Aw.
Yes.
Do you want to take it?
We
Sure,
explained what happened when we found Zell.
You were there.
Well, what happened? When that happened was.
And
Dot,
Intimately-
dot, dot.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
He attacked us. We defended ourselves. He's dead.
So, you explain
I
are you
mentioned the
explaining
crazy
everything?
lady voice
the guy,
Yeah.
We tell him everything that happened. We
because
don't-
that's all
or
I
not
saw.
Vecna. That's
Oh, you and I were out.
Not
for that.
Vecna. Don't say
not
Vecna.
Vecna.
Kelowna.
Kelowna.
There's two gods in the world, Vecna and not Vecna.
You
Yeah.
only ever want not Vecna.
Not
Yeah.
Vecna is the best.
Okay. Anyway, so you explained that Kelowna kind of got in contact.
Yeah.
And
Something about Lady Celis and Zell and Kelowna.
Zell kamikaze. Kelowna was a bitch.
And then the house started to collapse.
you kind
It
of
was
see
hardcore.
Merrick and Torkal looking at each other. And Merrick looks at you guys and is like, I'll have to send some clerics and wizards up there to make sure that everything's taken care of properly.
Where's
but
the
thank
guard?
The one that
Rolo took and just disappeared with?
he doesn't mention him at all. But you can assume that he's probably off somewhere.
Probably in a hospital.
He wasn't
Little
that
beat
badly
up.
hurt. We just knocked him unconscious.
Who knows what Rolo did?
Yeah,
Hate
he's,
him.
knows?
That's fine.
he's a creepy Aussie dude. He's probably gonna like do something to him.
But so Merrick kind of looks at you, looks at Torkal, and Torkal nods. Merrick looks back at you guys. As a thank you for this town for taking care of what potentially could have been a huge problem that we really didn't even know about. I'd like to grant you access to one of our airships, should you ever need it.
What's an airship?
Remember, they explained them to us back in the other
Oh,
one.
that's
We
right.
saw it.
That's
Yeah.
why we helped Sour Tan.
Yeah.
I only look slightly less confused.
But so he basically tells you that if you ever need it to get to somewhere that would have the capabilities to dock the airship, or you can drop in like from the airship kind of thing, you have access to one of their smaller vessels.
What if we took it to the area of the forest that Chester knows? I mean, we've got to. I don't know what Seth meant by north, but
Do we have a fast travel point, is what you're saying?
Sort of, yeah.
where could we
Right.
take it? That's the closest to where Chester could meet us.
We
You
don't
asking
know.
me
We
that?
don't know.
I don't know what's north. Timberside.
We don't know where Chester can take us.
Yeah,
Um,
we need to read.
Chester's a person we met, Torkal. I like nudged Ross in the hip.
Right, yes, person. I stopped talking. I've recognized my own skill set, and I stopped talking.
That's very gracious of you, Lord Merrick. Thank you. And I like give a weird, awkward bow because now I don't know what to do.
He kind of nods, and then he looks at Torko and he's like, "Well, I'm going to go help out the clerics and wizards. If you need me, you'll be in touch." And Merrick kind of walks off. Torko is still standing there, and he looks at you guys. And he kind of scans you guys over and just kind of looks up and he's like, "So, I found a few recruits for your guild up in Timberside.
Agreed, Aldrich.
They're willing to stay and run the place while you're off doing other business, if you so choose."
Right, you didn't touch the table, did you?
Oh my
Well,
god.
I have a question. We have 2 guild houses. Do you remember which one that happened in? Because I don't.
It's the one.
It's the one in
It's
Timberside.
Timberside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
the
Timberside.
first one wasn't a guild house. It was just a house.
It was,
Yeah, it was just like a-
free rogue
like a
housing
bunking
that
place.
you could stay at.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Also, did
How
you get
would
my
you
note
s-
about sending stuff from Oakenbrook to Timberside? I sent you
Well,
lots
we
of
already
letters.
did all
I don't know
that.
if you...
We already did all of that.
Yeah, he
We
kind of
have
nods to you and
shit.
he's like, "Everything's in the guild house."
I like new recruits. We can lock the doors and like give them a sword and be like the last person who comes out is like the uber recruit, and we can.
That sounds dangerous, dear.
Dark.
Tuck, no, we want all of the recruits. If they're willing to fight, we don't want to get rid of them.
But
And
what
if
about
you're
the weak
competent,
ones?
you know,
If they can be trained, it's fine. If they want to stand and fight with us, then it's all right. There doesn't need to be a death match.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
whatever.
We'll find people to fight for you, Tuck. Don't worry.
Whatever.
As you guys are having this discussion, he's kind of like, "The guild house is obviously still yours, and whenever you need it, you can use it. But I just figured that I'd mention that there are a few people who are willing to basically run it while you're not there."
If you could
And-
give me a list of their names, I would appreciate it. And yes, we will take them up on that offer.
And he nods. He's like, "I don't have them with me at the moment. It was kind of a quick trip down here. But
We'll meet them when we get back there.
Are we going there?
Gotta
I think
pass
we need to
through at
find.
least.
We need to find
Not if we take
information.
an airship.
Oh,
I know, but we don't really know where we're going exactly. I mean, he can only sort of follow us. We need him on the ground. We need to figure out if anyone has heard of these dwarves and Seville. As we get
That's
closer
a good
to
question for Lord Torquil.
that.
Have
Indeed.
you ever heard of someone named Seville?
he kind of looks at you and almost like scratches his chin for a second. He's like, "A little while ago, there was talk of someone up near the dwarves city of Ironhill, but I haven't heard the name in a few months. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. Why?"
He seems to be recruiting again. When we were in whatever the name of the
Lightshade,
place we were
Lightshade.
in, Lightshade. When we were in Lightshade, we stumbled upon a cache of things that he uses to recruit, and a couple of his lackeys.
Yeah, not nice, dwarves.
They seemed to be enhanced. They were hardier, tougher, stronger.
You haven't heard that any dwarf incursions, strange happenings? We don't have to go to Ironhill, do we?
He looks up at you guys and he's like, "I haven't heard, like I said, I haven't heard anything in a few months."
How long ago was he in Iron?
When was the time that I knew about him? 'Cause that was probably a long time ago. Right?
Yeah, you had heard about him before, like while you were still in that area.
Okay, that was a while ago then.
Yeah.
We
So
met.
it's been a while, and he seemed to disappear. But Torquil was saying that a few months ago it seemed that he had sprung back up there
I don't like that he's
At Iron.
at Iron Hill.
he might be taking dwarves from Iron Hill. We might have to go there to figure out what part
That
of the
seems like a
wilds
good
he's in.
place to start.
We already have a place to start. We know where we can find the key. We could go directly to the source.
The keep is where he trains them. Do we want to go to a fortress of these enhanced people?
That's where they're holding me. Yes.
6 people. With these swords.
We can at least do recon. We can do something. It's a place to go. It's the best lead I've found.
And have you heard from your friend?
Yes, he said to go north as he has the lead.
How far north?
He didn't
Iron
specify.
is north. Sorry, I keep forgetting the suffix.
Hill.
Hill.
Thank
Iron
you,
Hill.
Iron Hill.
Fun fact: it's in Lord of the Rings. I
Okay.
didn't try that, but it is.
Iron Hill is north. How far north does he want us to go?
He just said north, that he'd find me.
I mean, to be fair, everything is north of here.
He's never been the most specific person.
Geography
It's a
101
flaw.
with Wee.
It's a flaw. We've talked about it, we've discussed it. He's not...
Well, I'm afraid
Not
a giant
specific.
ship flying over, if we're not exactly sure where we need to be dropped, is kind of a dead giveaway. And a
And
target.
that forest is huge.
And a target. I say we start heading north and see what we can find along the way. And our friend Chester can help guide us as well.
So we're going to walk.
Well, we could get horses?
I think we should leave the airship for the last attack. I think we should attack from above.
Then are we going to the keep or are we going to Iron Hill? What will we
We're gonna
find
see-
in Iron Hill that will help us more with the keep?
Information
Clues.
about Seville?
Weaknesses. If he's
Clues
lazy
for what?
enough.
We know where they are.
Well, we might
We
find...
may know where they are, but we have zero information of what's in the keep or anything like that. We can walk in there and walk against 300 of those fucking enhanced dwarves, and then we're dead.
Or 30,000. Who knows what's there? If he's
Go
trying
to
to...
Iron Hill, we can figure out information, and maybe set up a better plan where we can... From Iron Hill, how many... Would it be possible to contact a school?
Yeah, because that's, yeah, it would be.
From Iron Hill, I could call in some backup. 2 or 3 more Witchers.
I mean, I know you and Greyhawk Ross don't... That's not a good place, but should we warn them that Seville is trying to raise an army to overthrow their king? Is that an option? I don't know anything. I don't know about that place at all. I mean, we don't have to do it now, but is that something we can consider later?
I have no animosity towards the king. We could send an anonymous tip. I don't want my name attached to it.
Yeah,
I'll
maybe
send it.
Torkal
Witcher's
could do
name
it.
carries weight at least.
I put my hand on Ross's shoulder. I know this is slower than what you want, but it's thorough. And thorough is what we're going to do to find him.
Right.
Alright. So where are we going to go? Do we want to go back to our
Timber
That's
side.
Timberside? Well, it's on the way. Timberside's north.
It's on the way? Okay.
Yeah.
Why do we? I don't understand. Why do we need to?
What?
Let's just start going north and decide. We might be able to pick up information as we go. We have to go north anyway. But we don't know where this is at exactly. We don't know what sort of security it is. We don't even know if you can see it. The man's a wizard. It could be shrouded.
You're a
Trapped
wizard,
for
so
sure. What's
A
that?
sorcerer. Difference.
Sorcerer. Either way.
Sorcerer. I don't remember what she said. Is the problem.
I wrote it down.
Magic. All I'm saying is there's magic, and with magic you cannot trust it. I don't want to risk all of our lives if we know a smart way to get in and look for the person you're looking for. We have to go north anyway. We might as well just start going north. But
We'll
I don't
figure out
think
where we want to go in the meantime.
I don't think riding around in a giant target is smart either. That is we should save that for an emergency.
Save that for the end. Gather up all our resources.
We have
Find
contacts now. We can let Torkel know.
Alright.
I say we find some horses and start heading towards Timberside.
Cool.
As you guys are kind of standing there, Torko looks at you. I might be able to help with at least speeding up your travels a little bit.
How so?
I have some of our horses are located here from when we came down, right outside of the city gates. I have a little bit of business left that I need to take care of here, and then I'll head back to Timberside. But if you would like to use some of the horses, I'm sure Merrick wouldn't mind lending me one of his to get back later.
Thank you, Lord Torkel.
Aye, thank
He kind of
you,
nods.
Lord Blackborough.
And he kind of looks at you guys one last time, and he's like, "There's something brewing. I'd stay quiet about it."
It's been brewing for a long time.
Quiet.
You never know who's
And I should
on which side.
Can I insight check him?
I was gonna say, I'm like, I want to insight check this guy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh dear.
I mean, I almost implicitly trust him, but that was weird.
That was
So
very
sick.
weird.
Yeah, I didn't trust this guy anyway.
That's a 20.
Yeah.
It's fine. He always says that kind of stuff.
You trust him. Ross, kind of the same thing.
I'm too distracted.
Tuck, he's sincere, like he's being genuine, but you get the sense that he might know a little bit more than what he's letting on. But you can definitely, like, he's being sincere in the fact that you should probably watch your backs and be careful who you trust, basically.
Like him?
I should, and then okay, and I should say the same to you. And I stare at him.
And he kind of nods. He's like, "You'll know who's on your side, but there might be some other people who aren't."
They won't be for very long.
And he kind of nods,
And
almost.
I grip my axe.
He almost like nods out of respect. And he's like, "I have business to take care of here.
Do it.
Take care of yourselves. Get back to Timberside. Stock up."
I'm
just have
sorry. I just looked at Twitter and saw something, and it's just disturbing as fuck.
Oh,
Uh,
get it later.
I just have this really awkward mental image of all of us standing on the dock just nodding at each other.
Have you seen the GIF where they're all like nodding?
Yep.
So now I'm just thinking, like, Star Wars. Sorry.
So he kind of walks off, and almost like not really disappears because he's in fancier clothing and stuff into the crowd, but he started to walk off and go back towards the buildings. Are you okay over there?
Twitter's weird. Twitter's weird.
I don't know what's happening.
Don't
We'll,
look at it.
we'll do it after.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I haven't even watched it. I just looked at the thumbnail and went, Twitter's weird.
I
Cool,
just like,
well,
bye,
I'm gonna-
Torgo. As he walks away.
I'm gonna turn around and start walking.
That helps put you in power.
Don't forget that. Bye.
Goodbye!
Where's my cut of the money?
Shop at Gilmore's.
Oh no, Black Flame. That's our
That's our store.
Dark Flame.
Dark
Black
Flame.
Flame.
Dark
Can't even
Flame, Black
say it.
Flame.
I am.
Praise the brand. Sorry.
Where's the brand?
She needs
So
to
we're
like
heading
get shit, but
north?
she's not even thinking about it.
That's why we're gonna go to Timberside to get shit.
No. I mean like new stuff, like sheath arrows.
Oh, okay.
Look to see if there's like any better armor or anything like that, or better shit. She needs to go shopping, but she doesn't want to because that's not what her head is.
Are we gonna get horses? Is that what we decided
Let's
on?
say he provided horses.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
there's
right
horses
to
like outside of the city.
Timberside. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I play the cowboy song.
Is that where you guys are headed?
Yes.
I still
Yeah.
guys, I still don't understand why we're going to Timberside. Like,
It's stuck up.
Well, it's,
You have
it's
to-
the next town on the way.
we're
It's
in
the
a
road.
giant city.
Oh.
I don't know.
We are, but we also want a private place to count what the fuck's in Chester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
We have a house there.
are down there.
Here.
Timberside's
have
up
to.
there. So like,
We're the dot on the bottom. Timberside's the one above it.
yeah, and then that's where the Kigo Wilds are, and like the forest, the open wood forest is to the
We could just go straight up north then.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
go straight up.
to Iron Hill. It's all good.
yeah, and then
Well, no, Iron Hill's
Hill
over
is
there, so we might not have to go to Iron Hill.
Yeah. I promise that I will actually have a picture of this map and throw
Depends
it
on where the
everyone's
road
funny so you
goes.
can actually see it.
The road goes through
I
the
thought
wilds, so we
that-
could probably get up there.
I thought we were specifically going to Iron Hill so
Well,
that we
I
could
think
get more
it's-
information.
I know, but it's
We'd have to pass the keep, I believe, to get to Iron Hill.
yeah. So
Or
we'll,
through the
Or
Or
forest.
what you think.
as
Well,
we,
yeah,
as
well-
on our way, we'll let Chester after we get north of Timberside because that's where the wild. And I imagine that's where the road goes. I don't know where the road from Timberside goes. We either traipse through the horrible, dangerous forests.
Looking for a keep we don't even know.
But Chester knows where the keep is. That's my point. We're not looking for a keep that we don't know where it is. He knows where it is. He can take us there.
But we're so weak, we don't even know what's there.
It's a
Yeah,
matter
we
of
don't
where
know
the
any
road
And that's why we need to
Information about
go there to get recon.
And possibly die.
No, but the wilds are dangerous. Gotta
Everything is dangerous.
Stay on the road at least. Let's just get to. Unless you want to shop here.
So what do we
So
do
now
after
we need to know
we
the
recon?
geography.
You're gonna go straight in? What are you gonna do?
At least then I'll have a plan. How does avoiding the place where we need to go help us?
Well, let's.
He's
I say
he's
we
left
get-
a trail.
I say we get to Timberside, get in our private area away from prying eyes, and talk to Chester.
How do we even know that it's private?
Ross, I don't think you're thinking clearly. We're gonna go to Timberside and talk about all this, okay?
Fine.
It's more quiet than this, and I literally point to the public that.
We're
The
standing
city
on the
around you.
docks.
Yeah.
I wave at a longshoreman like, hi.
Hi.
Oh.
We're going to help you, Ross. We have to work together, though.
And who knows, as we're going, we may get more information from Seth. He said go north, so we'll start going north. And we'll see
Just
what
reply,
Chester
how
knows.
north is north?
Right. I'm gonna have a talk with him about specifics.
You need a little more two-way communication.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that always the way with boys? One-way communication. So we're going north, at least. That's all we know. We'll follow the road out of Timberside and see where it takes us. In Timberside, we'll talk to Chester, see if we can get... I mean, he's not really talkative, but I'm sure we can get some more information. If maybe we show him a map, maybe he can draw a map with his magic tongue. I don't know how this stuff works. We'll figure it out as we go. I mean, Reed knows magic. Maybe he can, like... I don't know. I know nothing. Really. I sing songs.
Which is
and I
the
don't.
problem.
This is
We know nothing.
I need arrows, and I walk forward and I try to find a weapons shop.
I'll let it go.
Alright, I think I'm gonna call it there.
right.
I want to know what's in Chester.
We'll get to it. That's gonna be a whole long thing. I think us dealing with that is gonna be long.
Really? Because I don't understand why they wouldn't know what's in Chester. It's just gonna be a full forest.
No, because it's stuff like digs down. We don't know all of the stuff that's in him.
He's got an extra dimensional space.
Yeah, it's like a bag of holding.
I just think it's gonna be.
Also, I am not going to that fucking keep without knowing at least some of his weaknesses.
Let's talk about it once we actually
Yeah.
stop streaming.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Thank you, everyone.
That was
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll be back soon.
Last stream.
Hopefully we'll be back soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you
Okay.
eventually.